Alrighty, hello my loves, what's up, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is the 2021 year ahead prediction. So excited about this video. So if you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown of how they work, as well as just a little disclaimer for those of you that would like one. So essentially, what you guys should know about this video is this is not your destiny. You are not fated by this. This is just a reading upon the current energies and where you may be currently headed. That is the beauty of tarot, because it's an insight of your subconscious and where we're currently going and what we're currently attracting. You have your own willpower. You have your own control over your destiny. You can change anything at any time. If you ever hear something that you do not like, or if you hear something that you do like, then just keep going on in that same direction, okay, my love? So that is just a quick little disclaimer. If you guys are new to pick a card readings and you want a quick little rundown of how they work, over here we have pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards. Then once you're done choosing your pile, you can go ahead and scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, and then you can skip ahead and watch your personal reading for the year of 2020. And if you guys like to choose the cards with the help of crystals on them, I'll be placing some crystals on there. Right, meow. All right, so if you guys like to choose with crystals, here are our crystal options. Over here we have some citrine, then we have a tourmalinated quartz tower, and then over here we have some amethyst, and then we have some crackle quartz, and then we have some apophyllite, and then we have some aragonite. So take a moment, pause the video if you'd like to find the pile that you are the most drawn towards, and then once you're done choosing your pile, you can go ahead and scroll down to the comment box or the description box to find the timestamp that's linked to your specific card, and then you can skip ahead and watch your personal 2021 yearly prediction. So without further ado, let's hop right into this video, you guys. All right, so pile number 1, our oracle cards. We're going to start off with these to get the overall kind of energies of your 2021 year. So we have the shining through card, we have camel of fortitude, and we have the cow of nurturance. So I'm absolutely getting a vibe from these cards right off the bat, especially starting off with this camel fortitude card. Let's talk about this one first. So this card lets me know that yes, okay, 2020 might have been a year for you. Also, maybe not even just 2020, but your life in general has been, you know, something where you've probably been through a lot in your life. You've done things, you've learned things, you've been through some lessons in your life. Let's just put it that way. There's been an intense energy of your life so far. I really think that 2021 is going to be a bit more of a relaxing break and a bit more of a breakthrough kind of year for you guys, because this camel of fortitude says that you guys have what it takes to get through anything this year. Because you've already experienced all this stuff, I really think that the universe is giving you a bit of a break this year. Like, you guys don't have to work so hard this year. And it's because of the fact that you have adapted. You've learned the lessons that you've needed to. 2020 was probably a lesson type of year, or at least any year prior to that was probably this big, like, maybe even heavier kind of like, it's full of lessons. We're full of, you know, we're doing some karma. I think 2021 is finally this breakthrough. Look at this shining through card, right? And fortitude also says, like, wow, guys, you've really learned lots, and I think you're going to be rewarded this year because of that. If you think about a camel, they've adapted to survive through the desert by having that hump on their back where they carry extra water so that they can go long distances, they can go through anything, baby. So this really tells me that I think you guys have been through a lot and you've learned how to adapt because of that. And because of those things, this is what the universe, I want you to know that I'm totally getting this message that the universe this has actually been a gift. And although it might not seem that way at some times, it might seem like, wow, like I've just been through all these just crazy things, I just want to break, right? You'll finally notice this year that those things were blessings, because it really prepared you. You know, a camel couldn't survive in the desert without going through that adaptability. You were going through this adaptive change, and yes, it was probably big, right? But 2021, I think you guys are finally going to be able to relax. I think you guys are finally going to be able to just like enjoy yourself. You're more flexible now than ever before. And I really think you're going to have things to celebrate as well, because this 3 over here, this 3 and the 0 added together just breaks down into a 3 once again. So 3 energy is something worth celebrating. I think that there's going to be something worth celebrating in 2021 for you guys. We're having breakthroughs. We're shining our light. We're able to bloom and blossom instead of being the seed that is just going through the harshness of this and that, or being the caterpillar that has to go through the cocoon and it's just like, oh, how much longer do I have to go through this craziness, you know? You are blooming your wings this whole time so that you can break through the cocoon this year and come out. You can you can shine your wings. We're shining through this year, okay? And then we also have cow of nurturance. I think 2021 is going to be a year of where you can finally just nurture yourself. You don't have to go the long distances anymore. We don't have to go through all of the craziness anymore. We can finally relax, sit back, graze on the grass, and nobody can push us or waver us, because you think of a cow, they are strong. You guys have finally built up boundaries. Maybe even this year, we're finally being able to implement the boundaries that we've been needing. And so I think 2021, yeah, we got those boundaries. Nobody can push us. Nobody can shove us. Nothing can even phase us anymore. So I really think 2021 is this year where nothing's really going to phase you too much, okay? You've been through it all already. So those are the overarching energies of 2021 for you guys. Let's get into your tarot cards. Then we're going to get into so many other cards. We have a lot to go through. We're going to try to make this really in depth. Okay, so let's get into your guys' tarot cards. All right, so we have the 7 of Pentacles over here. This talks about we are planting seeds. We have ideas. We're finally ready to kind of implement them. I think maybe you guys have been maybe taking things a little bit slow lately, but I think 2021, we're finally kind of ready to plan things. We're ready to plant our ideas so that they can start growing. And I really think you're going to do that in the beginning of the year. I think you guys are finally ready to like maybe invest in something, invest in yourself, finally like put ideas into motion. And we are nurturing that. So this is also a very nurturing card, and we also have nurturance up here. So I really think you guys, yeah, we're nurturing something, we're babying something. We have something that we want to be able to grow it. We have an idea that we want to have grow so that we can harvest it, so we can harvest our rewards. And 2021 is the year of planting that. We also have the Chariot, so you guys might be actually switching directions as well. So whatever it is that you guys are trying to plant is probably going to switch directions. It's probably going to cause you to like, there's a fork in the road. I really see 2021 as this fork in the road, and we're finally ready to like, you know, I'm going to do me. Instead of like, you know, living my life the same old, I'm ready for a shift. So I see this card as a major shift, and look at this shining through. So the shining through, the Chariot, you know, you're finally ready to blossom and go into your own direction, follow your own path, make your own light. So that's totally what I'm seeing over here for 2021 for you guys. We're ready to chase what we have been desiring to be chasing, okay? Oh, we have 8 of Cups next. Okay, so we're leaving behind some old stuff. So 2021 is going to, wow, okay. So yeah, if we want to plant these new seeds, it requires us letting go of the past. It requires us letting go of the old stuff that we used to be following, you know, that we used to, you know, maybe we built something up, maybe we built up a beautiful career for ourselves, but we're like, I'm going to leave that this year. Or we built up something else. Maybe it was a home that we have that we're finally ready to leave, or, you know, something, maybe it's even a relationship that we're finally like, okay, I got to go in my own direction. Okay, so somehow we are doing a shift, and that shift is going to be different for all of you. Again, it is a general reading, but there is a shift nonetheless. We're leaving behind something else so that we can plant a new idea. We can implement a new idea that we've had, okay? So we're planting new roots, and we're ready to, it causes us to have to move. We have to shift somewhere, okay? So 2021 is about this shift. Oh, and then we have the sun. The sun does come up reverse, but that's totally a-okay, because the sun, no matter which way it comes up in a reading, is always phenomenal no matter what. So the fact that we have the sun coming up, it's going to be good. Yes, there's going to be maybe times where we might deal with self-doubt. There might be times throughout the year where we have delays, or it seems like things maybe aren't moving as fast as we would like them to, things like that. So the sun coming up reversed is just like, there might be extra delays, things like that. But at the end of the day, like, the sun coming up is a blessings card. It's like shining through, right? Ooh, I gotta message you guys. It's almost like, you know, when there's a shaded part of, you know, you have some shade from some trees, the sun's going to shine through anyway. It's not going to be pitch black underneath the tree. The sun, the light finds its way to get underneath no matter what. So no matter what you're going through this year, I think it's going to be okay. I want you guys to know that this year, no matter what, the light is going to shine through anyway. Okay? There's nothing that's going to leave you in the dark. The sun is shining through anyway, okay? There's going to be things to celebrate this year. Especially, I think that whatever you guys are leaving behind, I don't want you guys to see this one in a bad way. It seems like whatever you guys are leaving behind is actually worth celebrating. And there's going to be people around you that are like, yeah, it's time to celebrate it. We have this shining through and leaving something behind. It's not like leaving something behind in a negative way. This is one of those like, ooh, girl, you got rid of that bad job. Ooh, time to celebrate. Let's go out and celebrate. You know, it's one of those types of scenarios that's happening in 2021 for you guys. So that's just an example. It's not career for all of you guys, but it could be for some of you guys. And then we do have the Knight of Swords being reversed. We are finally realizing that maybe acting on like impulses or letting ourselves, you know, blurt out saying things is probably no bueno. And we're kind of learning how to maybe hold ourselves back a little bit instead of rushing things. We're realizing that, yeah, things take time. If they're going to be beautiful, if they're going to be amazing, it's probably going to require effort. It's going to take some time. So it's not going to happen overnight, okay? So this is a card reminding us that our successes are not going to necessarily happen overnight. I mean, for nobody it does. Even for the people that it seems like it happens overnight for, trust me, that person was probably working on it for years prior. So, you know, sometimes it can look that way from the outside, but no, that happens to nobody, right? So this is 2021 is a year of nurturing your dreams. We're nurturing them. We have to literally water them every day. We have to, okay, so the cow is totally giving me this message because like, if you try to push a cow to get the cow to start walking, I mean, it's hard. That cow's probably just gonna stay there and they probably aren't even like phased by you trying to push their butt to get moving. They're probably just looking at you like, huh, I wonder what they're doing. Okay, whatever. You know, but you keep pushing and you keep pushing. But once you get a cow moving, oh baby, don't try to stop that one because there's no stopping that, okay? So that's kind of like the idea of this year. At first, yes, it's gonna take some effort to push out these new ideas, to push out, to get this thing moving, to get the ball rolling. It's gonna take maybe a little bit. But then once it's rolling, ooh, there's no stopping it. That's just gonna keep getting momentum and momentum and momentum, okay? So there's a lot of potential in this year for you guys. There's a lot of things worth celebrating. We're leaving the old, we're leaving the toxic, we're leaving the negative, we're moving into the good. And then we do also have it, the Moonchild. Ooh, okay. So we're birthing some new ideas because Moonchild coming up. The idea of a child can be literal or it can be figuratively. We are planting the seeds, right, to birth something new into this world. So maybe there's a business that we want to birth into this world. Maybe there's a physical baby we want to birth into this world. Maybe there's a new member of the family coming in, things like that. But either way, this is like the birthing of something new. It's a new phase, a new cycle for ourselves, planning out a new life, a fresh beginning, a fresh start. So those types of energies, those are going to be the energies of this year. It can be literal, but most of the time it ends up being figuratively for most of you guys. But we're realizing it's not going to happen overnight. It's like raising a baby. That baby is not going to be an adult out of the womb. You have to nurture it. You have to care for it. You have to let it grow. And then once it reaches that phase where, you know, you can actually, you know, teach the child to do things for itself. You don't have to feed it all the time. It feeds itself now, you know? So that's kind of the idea that we have here for whatever it is that you guys are nurturing and bringing into your life in 2021. And then we also have Judgment being reversed. So we are realizing we have to stop doubting ourselves. We have to stop letting the negative influences that we used to just think about all the time, it's time to quit that. So 2021 is going to be about being kinder to ourselves and realizing that it's really time to stop maybe prejudging a situation, you know, prejudging a situation of like, oh, I can't leave this job because I'm stuck to it. That's a judgment. That's not fact. That's a judgment based on your past, based on what you currently know to be possible. It's a judgment. It's not a fact. Okay? Also about the judgment, it's also how we talk to ourselves, how we talk to other people. We're realizing that, okay, maybe we're not going to speak so like bluntly anymore because maybe it's gotten us in a negative place. So it's time to be kinder to ourselves, kinder towards others, that kind of stuff. It's also about speaking our authenticity, but maybe in not such a quick, brash, I'm not really thinking about the end result type of way, okay? So it's like, okay, we're gonna think a little bit deeper before we act. So that's a little bit of that over there. We're also going to grab this next deck of cards. We're going to shuffle this one right here. We're going to get some more information for you guys on 2021. So let's see. Okay, we have a fallout immediately. All right. We have guarded. Okay, so maybe in the past we've guarded our heart. So 2021 is going to be about us realizing where we've held ourselves back emotionally. How can we open ourselves up again emotionally? Because maybe there's a situation, yeah, we're leaving behind this old thing that we built up emotionally, that we're maybe attached to emotionally, and it's made us emotionally guarded because we're like, okay, I don't want to be hurt again, nor do I want to hurt other people, da 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 da. 2021 is about opening up, shining through again. So letting down your guard, letting yourself be vulnerable is going to be a big theme in 2021. Instead of just always running away from your emotional problems, it's about facing them, shining through, letting them shine through. Literally, the sun being reversed is also kind of like we're blocking some of the light. We're not necessarily being fully authentic. So sometimes we might want to run away from our emotional problems and kind of ignore them and pretend that it didn't happen. Maybe you guys have a problem with sometimes ghosting people because maybe emotions get a little bit too much for you to handle and you're like, I'm just gonna run away from that. 2021, we're coming back to it. We're realizing how this is actually being a blockage rather than something that's a safety net. We're thinking it's a safety net. 2021 is going to show us that we can't run away from our problems anymore, guys. It's time to face them so that we can start fresh. We can have a new beginning. We can actually begin to shine, because anytime we have a shield in front of us, our light is being dimmed. 2021, it's not about dimming the light anymore. If you want your dreams to come true, we have to shine our light. So we have to face those problems, okay? Doesn't mean you have to hang on to them, but we don't ghost them either. You know, we can let go of them after being authentic with our feelings, right? So another card here for you guys. Ooh, maturity. This is a year of maturity, you guys. I think that you guys have finally blossomed already. I really think that it's not a year of becoming more mature. I think that, you know, you've reached this level of maturity finally. I think everything that I'm telling you guys right now, you're already feeling it. You're already like, yeah, I've kind of felt that. Okay? So I think you guys have gained the maturity. But 2021 is about blossoming into that, right? We have blossoming over here and blossoming over here. The flowers are blossoming, right? So because we have this blossoming energy, it's finally you guys like, yeah, you've realized this mentally, but now it's time to be it, okay? So we have maturity and guarded. We're letting down our guard. We're knowing that we gotta be more mature. We've gotta be authentic, all right? So I'm gonna shuffle this deck right here. We're gonna get some more information from this one. So let's see what comes up for you guys. Also, I do want to point out, sometimes these two coming together can indicate that we're buying a new car. Sometimes the Chariot is literally a vehicle. So some of you guys, maybe not all of you, but some of you guys might be purchasing a new ride this year, this coming up year, 2021. All right, we also have rebirth. Yeah, we're starting that new beginning. Look at this one. Isis. So Egyptian vibes, we're going through that rebirth. This is also a 24 over here, which is a 6. So we are birthing into more harmonious energy this year. What do we also have? Oh yeah, we have a 6 down here as well, and a 1. So this is a new beginning. This is literally rebirth, and rebirth into more harmony because we have learned so much from our past. Ooh, got a fallout card. It went straight onto the floor. We're gonna see what that is when I can go pick it up. So hold on a minute. All right, so we have Rhea of Flow. Look at this card. This one's so beautiful. So we have a 7 over here. This is, you know, we've learned some deep spiritual lessons. We've learned some deep stuff. And flow, we're finally able to just go with the flow rather than just running away. We're a stream of river. We're feeling our emotions finally. We're not running from them. We're allowing them to just come in and flow in. We're accepting it for what it is. Yeah, sometimes it's hard, but guess what? We've been through harder, so it's fine. It's fine now, guys. We're also gonna shuffle this deck right here. We're gonna get some cards going from this one. All right, we got one immediately. We have the Seeker. This also talks about our self-worth because the teeth symbolize our self-worth in dreams. Teeth, anytime we have dreams about like teeth falling out or teeth being chipped or cracked or anything like that, that is a dream signifying a low sense of worth, that we're being too harsh with ourselves, right? So 2021 is about letting down our judgments. Also, this card almost has the same coloring as that one, so I'm gonna place it over there. We're finally loving ourselves. We're accepting the self-love, you know? 2021, ooh, guys, big changes. All right, we have another Fallout one. Let's see what we got. All right, so we have this card right here, which is the Wildling. Ooh, this reminds me of Game of Thrones. Let me try to focus on this. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, the Wildling, you guys. You guys are becoming more free. And look at, you're cutting away old things. We have scissors over here that are like cutting the braids. So maybe you guys are even gonna do changes to your hair this year. Maybe you got like this wild idea that you just want a change, you want a shift because we're going through this rebirth, right? So maybe you guys are like, I want to change up something about my looks. So maybe you guys are going to do a dramatic change to your hair in some kind of way. Maybe it's not necessarily cutting, but maybe you're coloring it, whatever the case may be. But yeah, there might be a certain change that we're doing to our hair as well. Maybe we want a little bit more of that freeing type of energy. We want to shine through. We're having this rebirth, and so we want people to understand that we've changed. And so we're doing some physical changes as well. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to grab maybe like one or two cards from this deck right here. This one is like an advice deck. It's so powerful. I love using this deck lately. And then we're going to go into some Astro dice and stuff like that. So let's see what we get from here. So group 1, 2021. All right. Look at this card, you guys. My happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. This year is about having more faith in yourself and in the universe, okay? I heard it also in yourself, having faith in you. Trust that you have what it takes to do it. You are worthy of your desires, okay? And we also have this card right here. Let's try to focus on that. Come on, camera, let's do it, let's do it. So the more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. You have to believe. This year is going to be all about believing in yourself and in the universe, honing that magic that exists within all of us, being able to trust in that, believe in that, because that's what's going to help you in all of those manifestations, my love. That is what's going to, amplify all of them. And that's how it really works, because manifestation, if you don't believe in it, the law of manifestation is literally like, okay, whatever you believe, I will show to you 10 times over. So if you don't believe that it works, it's not going to work for you. So isn't that always the key to magic? I think even Disney always talked about that in Disney films. I literally just finished watching the Cinderella and it was amazing. But anyway, enough about me. Let's get back to you guys. So I'm going to bring out this right here. This is a really fun new thing that I got off Etsy. I'm so stoked to be using it in these videos. I've just had so much fun with this so far. So as per usual, we have the Astro dice, and depending on where they fall in this quadrant, in which quadrant they fall in, will give us some more information on what it's trying to tell us. So again, as per usual, we're going to take our zodiac sign dice. We're going to roll this one 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are probably going to be in your life in 2021. I also want to mention that this doesn't always deal with just like star signs. It can also be like seasons as well. So Libra can signify somebody's sun, moon, or rising sign, or it can signify Libra season. So just so you guys know, it signifies lots of different information. So it's gonna be different for all of you. It's a general reading, so that's why I like to keep it a bit more open. But let's roll it 3 times. Let's get some information for you guys. So top 3 zodiac signs. We have Scorpio coming up. Scorpio is in this sort of quadrant of April, May. So anything around this sort of area. We also came between no and possibly. So there's something going on with some Scorpio energy over here. So just so you guys know, Scorpio is one of them. We also have Gemini coming up also around April-May quadrant over here. So that could be of significance. This could be a big time of the year for you guys between April and May. Okay, and Gemini season actually starts in May, which is interesting. And then we have Libra coming up in this quadrant of December, January. So the end and the beginning of the year are going to be pretty prominent. It also landed on yes, so that's quite interesting. So we have those 3 zodiac signs. Remember that those can be seasons or people with sun, moon, or rising. And now we are going to take all the asteroids together, find out where they land on here. We're going to get some more information for your guys' reading for you guys. Okay. All right, this is literally landing on November and December. We have the North Node. It's right on J and K as well. That could be of any sort of significance. We also have the first house landing right on Libra. It's also by October, so end of the year might be a pretty big time for you guys, as well as April and May that we were having coming up before. We have the E and F over here, as well as it's on top of Libra. So Libra is another sign that's of some sort of significance. It's also going slightly into Scorpio. And then we also have Virgo down here. So Virgo, kind of like, yeah, so I think the latter half of the year is going to be something that's pretty important, as well as April, May. All right, so especially when it comes to your destiny and what you're moving towards, November and December are going to be pretty prominent, because the North Node being over here, this talks about our destiny, what we're moving towards, what we're creating, what our soul is becoming. So November and December are going to be important months around that. And then we have the first house. This is the self. This is you stepping into your authenticity, who you really are. This is you discovering who you really are, what you want to be, what you want to become. I think you guys might go through a transformation with that this year, and that you are moving really strongly towards who you really, really want to be and become. In Virgo, this deals with healing of the past. This deals with our work life. So I think your work life is going to be changing quite drastically. And I think that you guys are realizing that maybe you want to begin something on your own, because the first house is ruled by Aries, which is ruled by Mars. This is us taking action. So I think you guys are going to take action towards something this year. Especially regarding what you have to say, because Virgo is ruled by the planet Mercury. Mercury is very quick, so this is realizing that maybe we have a lot of ideas that we want to bring to life, especially around career, because Virgo is all about, it's that earth sign, it's about career, it's about material, money and things like that. So I think that you guys are realizing that there's something that you want to move towards regarding that, especially, yeah, around career, your purpose, being of service to others, because Virgo is the sign that loves to be of service to others. So how can you help other people? By helping yourself, by healing yourself. You might actually be inspired, and it might take you on a journey of being passionate about helping other people in some type of way as well. So there could be something that you get inspired by through your own healing, through your own past, that, yeah, plays a part in your destiny and where you're moving towards for your future. We also have it on top of Libra. So yeah, it's going to deal about helping people. Friends could be important. Partnerships could be quite important this year as well, since it landed on Libra. So pay attention to the partnerships that you have, the balance that you're trying to bring into your life, justifying maybe some old situations by gaining clarity, gaining things like that. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 1. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. And without further ado, let's hop right into pile number 2. All right, so group number 2, let's get right into your guys' oracle cards first to talk about the overarching energies of 2021 for you guys. And then we're going to get into the tarot. We're going to get into more oracle. So many different things. So starting this off, we have the roots of abundance, guys. My gosh, what a great way to start off this reading. The roots of abundance. This is a number 2, so it makes me think of the second house in astrology, which is ruled by Taurus, which is literally the house of money and career, work, abundance, comforts, things like that. And it also numerologically is talking about partnerships, so like networking. So I think that the people that you network with this month are going to, or this year I should say, are going to play a big role in rooting you towards a very prosperous future, a very promising future. We also have a key right here, if you guys can see that. There's a little key right down over here. And so this key is saying that I think that this year the people that you meet are going to be quite important, because they're going to somehow have this key, and the things that you decide to do this year are going to be a key for you to be able to root into something that's very promising. It's got a lot of potential, okay? So I do think that you guys are rooting yourselves into a very big potentiality this year of something that's going to be potentially quite prosperous and quite abundant. And I can tell you guys, if you stay on that path, yes, it's going to bring you total abundance, because we have this card coming up and it wouldn't have come up otherwise, okay? So we got that one. We have Rooster of Vitality. I think that you guys might even start waking up a lot earlier in 2021, because roosters, if you think about them, they're literally the ones that on the farms, they're known for, you know, cacawing in the morning and waking everybody up. They're like the alarm clocks. So I think that you guys are going to have a boost of energy, as it says vitality on this card. So I think that you guys are going to have this boost of energy this year. I think that you guys are going to have more energy than you've ever had to put towards your goals, to put towards what you guys want to do. But I do think you are having like an earlier, even if you're not a morning person right now, I think you're becoming a morning person in 2021. If you already are a morning person, I think you're going to get even more of a morning person, okay? You're going to get even more energy when you're waking up. So that's what that one's telling me. I think that also you're going to get really inspired by some stuff that's going on this year that's going to boost your energy. We're getting a boost of that energy because we're so excited about what it is that we're creating, you know? Our roots are going into abundance. So whatever, you know, the people that we're meeting this year, they're going to be a big key. They're going to play a major part in our future and the abundance that we're about to bring into our lives, okay? So it's going to be a boost of energy, you know? Big connections this year. Then we also have Scorpion Rebirth. Very interesting. So this one, we're going through a new beginning. We might have gotten stung in the past recently. Something that, oh yeah, you know, and we've had to become someone who really stands up for ourselves a lot more and realizes their worth and realizes that, you know, sometimes it's not so good to just like be quiet and let people walk all over you. It's really a time of realizing that, you know, sometimes, okay, I'm actually getting such a message. Sometimes even you have to do something that kind of stings yourself. So sometimes we have to let go of certain things that we might love because we know that it's not really serving us. We know that it's not really good for us. So I think that this year in 2021, there's going to be some things that you might have to let go of that ends up being a little bit of a sting. There might be things that you have to say this year that might be a little bit of a sting to you, but you know it's for your own good and it's for the benefit of everyone involved, because you know that it's like, there's some things that just aren't good. Sometimes we are addicted to toxic things and it's no bueno. So this Scorpion coming up is letting me know that this year you're gonna be getting rid of those toxic things, and it might be a little bit of an ouch, but we know we gotta do it. We know we gotta do it. So yes, I think you guys are letting go of toxic habits. When we have this card coming up, we're letting go of toxic mindsets that we've been in, so that we can finally root ourselves in the abundance that we deserve and that we know that we want to create. Okay, so it's actually not a bad thing. It's honestly a really good thing. Maybe that deals with waking up early, because maybe you guys don't like to wake up early and it's a little bit of a sting to have to get up early, but maybe we know that it's what it takes to get our abundance on track. So there's those types of things that I'm seeing right there. Let's get into your guys' tarot cards to get some more info on this reading. So, all right, 10 of Wands, guys. That fits so well. So, wow, yeah, this year, you guys, you're going to be working hard, okay? It's going to be a hard working year. We're really going to have to put our energies towards things that we want. We're going to have to work for it, okay? 10 of Wands isn't necessarily the easiest card, but it's also a card like, you know, we're taking on this responsibility, but we're also realizing that maybe we tend to take on other people's problems too, or maybe we tend to take on a lot of obligations and it leaves us feeling so drained and busy because we take on almost everything. We maybe don't know how to say no very well. And so maybe that's why we have Scorpion coming up as well, because we're realizing that sometimes we got to say no to things, even though it kind of hurts us to say no to some certain people, but we're realizing I kind of have to do that, right? So I'm definitely getting a bit of that message. Oh yeah, and then, sorry, I'm already looking at this last card of Queen of Swords, and that one fits in so well already. But then we also have the Hangman being reversed here. this year is going to require us to take a new perspective on the way that we used to see things. Maybe we used to see things in this way of like, oh, I need to be a people pleaser. I want people to like me. Therefore, I want to reach all these obligations. You know, I feel like I should reach all these obligations. But now sometimes we have to realize that we need to take a back seat. Maybe we need to even take more time for ourselves, because maybe we just take on too many work obligations. And maybe we're realizing that, you know, dang, I need a moment to myself. So Hangman being reversed, we're realizing we need a new perspective, because this old perspective is running us dry, okay, our vitality. And maybe that's why we're realizing our vitality is really important, and how we're able to gain more energy this year is by realizing that you need to take more time for yourself. We have to stop saying yes to every single obligation that is out for us, okay? Sometimes we got to say no. So this Hangman being reversed, yep. Sometimes we gotta say no, guys. Ooh, that energy. It's important to, you know, keep your vitality up. But the only way to keep your vitality up is, to take some TLC for yourself. Not say yes to everything, not take on every single burden just for people to like you, right? It's going to be really important. So we're changing our perspective on a lot of different things. The way that we used to be, we're maybe even rescheduling. Emperor being reversed coming up is absolutely about rescheduling, and just realizing that sometimes it's hard for us to build a castle when we're helping everyone else build their castle, okay? That is going to be a major lesson for you guys this year. It is impossible to build your own kingdom when you're literally helping everyone else build their kingdom. You need some time for you, okay, my love? You need some time for you. Six of Cups, there might be people that we have to let go of from our past. There might be people coming up from our past that want to ask us questions. They want help from us. Maybe you're going to be doing some big things, and maybe people from your past are like, "Oh, what you doing? That saying is cool, right?" Okay, maybe even you're going to be reconnecting with somebody in your past that might even help you with these sorts of things, all that kind of jazz. So, yeah. That kind of stuff might be coming up when we have Six of Cups here. And then we also have the Queen of Swords. Maybe we even need to cut out things from our past. So I think this is talking on multiple different layers. So I think that we're also going to need to cut out toxic things from our past. Toxic people, toxic habits, toxic things that we used to do, patterns, right? The way that we used to think about ourselves, the way that we, that kind of stuff. We're cutting out the toxic things, but we also have people from our past coming up. So maybe there's certain people from our past that we need to cut out because maybe their influence isn't the best. Maybe they drag us down to being like, someone who doesn't feel like they're a king or queen, right? Because the Emperor, he's literally the king of the kingdom. But sometimes maybe we have these attachments to people that make us feel like a commoner, which, I don't want to put, there's no hierarchy, really. There's really no hierarchy. But sometimes when we hang out with certain people that don't really serve us because we're not necessarily on the same path, we can feel like we're being held back, right? But it's all illusion at the end of the day, but there's a truth to it, okay? So if we're not in the same alignment with the people that we're hanging out with, it can hold us back energetically from moving forward to where we want to go. So sometimes it's best that we cut ourselves off because, we're holding them back from what they want and they're holding us back from what we want. So sometimes it's important for us to cut that off and let that go so that we can both be free and create our own desires, right? We can root in our abundance that we want, okay? So I think that that's going to be an important thing that does come up for you guys this year. I think that's why we have the rebirth and the rooster coming up. Like our vitality is going to be important this year. We're no longer going to spend our energy doing the regular old things that we used to do. We're going through this rebirth. Yes, it's going to sting. It's going to hurt to maybe let some people go, maybe to let some certain habits go, but we know it's good. We know it's good for us. So we're learning our strength. We're learning how to speak up for ourselves as well, because Queen of Swords, she knows how to say no. She knows, right? But the Ten of Wands, they don't know how to say no. They're just like, okay, like my friend needs my help right now. I know I'm carrying like 10 other sticks right now for all these other people, but okay, give me your 4 sticks too. I'll carry that too, and they're just struggling to get by. They're struggling to complete their tasks. And so 2021 is about realizing that we used to be this way, and now it's time for us to make our vitality important, make our connections important, connect with people that align with us, cut away anything that does not align with us. 2021 is all about that so that we can make these connections. So 2021 is going to be this year where you're rooting yourself to the abundance that you've always wanted. But the only way to do that is to move to the place where you want to root yourself. Okay? So, because if we're at our friend's house who's not in alignment with us, we're spending our energy there. That's not where we want to be rooted, maybe, because maybe our friend has totally different desires and dreams that are completely out of alignment with us. Root yourself and network yourself to people that align with you, that can inspire you this year. So I think that that's what you guys are going to be doing, all right? So we are going to shuffle these cards right here. We're going to get some more information on this pile for you guys. So let's see what comes up. All right, we get 4 cards actually, right away. So let's see what we got. Okay. We got freedom. All right, that's the first one we have coming up. So we're taking ourselves out of the cage. So this fits in exactly with what we were just talking about. I'm not going to go super in depth because it's basically a repeat of everything that we just said over here. But essentially, the quick image is we used to keep ourselves in a box. We used to, take on everyone else's ish. We used to keep ourselves in a box because we are doing the same thing over and over again. But we realized that we need to step out of that room. We need to step out of the same old. We need to step out of the same patterns and routines if we want to create change. Because if we keep on doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, that's actually a saying. It's the definition of insanity. I think like Albert Einstein said that or something. But anyway, whatever. 2021 is about creating massive change so that you can find new results, to create change, to create the reality that you've always dreamed of. Okay, look at this magic just flowing outside of the cage. This bird feels free, right? It's weird. I had a dream about birds last night. Oh, weird. Anyway, then we have flirt. And this right here equals a 16. So this is gaining some spiritual knowledge. This equals an 8. So this is taking risks and chances. So I think that also in the year of 2021, this is about you taking risks and chances, saying what's really on your mind. So flirt also just deals with speaking, right? So speaking what's really on your mind, taking that risk and the chance with that number 8. Breaking some of the rules sometimes with what we feel like we are allowed to say, right? And it's also about having more fun with what you say too. Okay, so there might also be opportunities for flirting in 2021. It can be taken literally, also figuratively, just so you guys know. So this can also be literally, we're flirting around, da-da-da-da-da. If we're in a relationship, maybe this just means we're having a little bit more fun with that person as well. Maybe we're having a little bit more freedom with this person and we're able to really connect with each other deeper because we don't feel like we need to hold ourselves back anymore. We can feel like we can really be authentic with our partners. So that can also be talking about that as well. Then we also have daydream. Ooh, we are uncaging ourselves. As we break free from our current restrictions that we think we are bound by, the imagination can run wild. Creativity can finally flow. So that's also coming up. And we have a number 2 right here as well. Also master number 11 is very important. 2 equals, again, networking and partnerships and abundance. And then the 11 is also kind of beginning to master our previous talents. Ooh, also, you guys, this next card is the spy card. And we had daydream just now. So I'm going to pull that one back out actually, because there might be somebody who's really thinking about you this year. There could be somebody who's really, that you're on their mind, and look at, we have this person from the past coming back in. So there's somebody that probably still stalks your social media if you're on social media, or at least just daydreams about you and thinks about contacting you because the phone can just symbol contact as well. So there's somebody who's from your past who probably still really thinks about you, and you're probably going to hear from them this year. And they might play a big part with either you have to either cut them away, or they might be an important connection. I think it's going to be different for all of you watching this, because again, it's a general reading. All of you will have this play out a little bit differently, but what I can tell you is that every single one of you guys watching this, somebody from your past is thinking about you, and they will reach out to you. They will contact you this year to probably say something. So somebody's daydreaming about you. Somebody's really, you're on their mind, okay? So keep that in mind as well. All right, so moving on to the next deck of cards that we have over here. We're gonna do this one next. So I'm gonna shuffle these cards. We're gonna get some more information on this pile. Let's see what comes up. Group number 2, this one's really wanting to come out. Ooh, we have the Weaver. So you guys are creating your destiny this year. The year of 2021, you guys are weaving a new destiny. You're weaving a new story for yourselves. All right, we get a couple more coming out. Bunch more actually. We're gonna go with it. All right, so we have speak truth, authenticity. Like I was saying earlier in the reading, authenticity is going to be very important. Probably don't need to talk about that one too much because it's basically a repeat of speaking your mind is going to be very important. Okay, and then we have share wisdom. All right, so you guys are going to maybe be even intrigued to talk about the things that you've learned, to really put your ideas into motion is what I see in this card. Ideas into motion. Then we also have the creator. So you guys are really, you're going to start creating something this year. You're going to move into the direction of like, I really see this as grabbing hold of your own destiny. No longer like walking in the same old. You guys are grabbing hold of your destiny. Okay, so I see that for 2021 for you guys. You're realizing that you are the creator. And then we have the warrior. So we're cutting out the old things. We're realizing that we can really stand up for ourselves. We can have these boundaries. We don't have to put up with nobody's ish no more. We're saying no when we have to, okay? That's why we have the warrior coming up. All right, so with that being said, we're gonna move on to some more cards. We're gonna shuffle these ones right here. Let's get some more info from, or actually, before we go into these ones, because these ones are beautiful advice cards, we're gonna shuffle these ones to get some more information before the advice cards. We have one wanting to come out already. So we have patterns. Wow, you guys. 2021 is literally about cutting old patterns, cutting old things. Maybe we're going to have to say no to that old person or not old person, but like person from the past, right? So some of you guys, if you have patterns with that person, we need to cut them out. Or if they end up being like actually a true help, maybe that's a different story for some of you guys. But we're cutting away old patterns. Maybe there's certain habits that we have as well that we need to cut loose. And this one equals a 3, so it'll actually be a good thing to cut away this old pattern. It'll be a really good thing. I think that you guys will be celebrating it. Some of you guys might be celebrating sobriety. Some of you guys might be celebrating, you know, things around that. We're cutting away negative patterns. And then we also have salvation. Wow. So we're that warrior and salvation coming up together. We are winning the battles in 2021. We are winning them. And this right here, I believe that that's a 17. I don't know if that's a 2 or a 7, but I read it as 17. So this is 8. So we're taking chances. We're taking those risks that we need to take. All right, so moving on to our last deck, we're going to try to get at least 1, maybe 2 out of here. We're going to see what comes out for you guys. So pile number 2, and then we're going to move on to Astro Dice. All right, so here is your beautiful motivational card for 2021. I choose to learn through love. Beautiful. So you can learn in loving ways. You can cut ties and cut strings with people with love. You don't have to do it with hate. You don't have to do it with a warrior mentality. You can be a warrior of love instead, and you can say, you know what, I choose to end this certain pattern and cycle and cut away these toxic things, but I'm gonna do it with love. Like, I love you all. I wish you the best. You can do it with love, right? All right. And then we have this right here. So excited about this. So this is my new thing for using Astro Dice. Let me know how you guys like this once we start using it, because I've been loving using it so far. Basically, we take the Astro Dice as per usual, roll them, see what we get, but then this just gives us some extra information depending on where the Astro Dice lands. So with that being said, we're going to take our zodiac sign Astro Dice. We're going to roll it 3 times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that will most likely be in your life in 2021. These can also represent seasons as well. So for example, if Libra comes up, this can be somebody with sun, moon, or rising in Libra, or it can represent Libra season being of importance. So with that being said, let's roll it 3 times. Let's see what comes up. All right, we get Taurus over here coming through this quadrant over here of September, October. So Taurus might be of significance or Taurus season. We have Taurus coming up again. It landed right on Pisces, so Pisces might be of importance as well. So Taurus and Pisces, or Pisces season with Tauruses, or Taurus season with Piscean energy, okay? So that could be of significance. Guys, you can't make this up. we have Taurus coming up again, right on top of Saturday, Virgo, and Libra. Wow, Taurus is going to be very important, pile number 2. That's also super interesting because what we had underneath here, we have so many 2s coming up, and like I think the first oracle card that we had a number 2 on it, the roots of abundance, you guys. Literally this card, I was saying, has this Taurian energy with the abundance and the number 2 because Taurus rules the second house in astrology. Wow, okay. Taurian energy, you guys. You are increasing finances this year. Universe wants you to know. Universe has wanted me to bring up some more Taurus energy. Green, money, gold, money. You guys are increasing finances this year, 2021. This is about increasing your finances somehow. So somehow you guys are going to be doing that. You are rooting yourself. Even if you don't get the abundance this year, whatever actions that you're taking this year are going to be rooting you into the potentiality of something that's going to really pay off, okay? Maybe there's a new business idea, something like that, new business partnership, whatever the case may be. We're going to roll this 2 more times because I really want to get some more zodiac signs for you guys, but I guess Taurus is going to be very important, okay? Taurus people, Taurus season. Then we have Leo coming up. October, November, again, is going to be quite important. Leo season, Leo people, sun, moon, or rising. We also have Libra coming up. So Taurus, Leo, and Libra are going to be quite important, all right? And this came up through like May and June kind of era over here. Now we're going to roll these all together, see where they land. Let's get some more info for you guys, pile number 2. Okay, so August, September, Virgo, which is really funny because that's the area that Virgo is. Virgo is the end of August, beginning of September, and it's literally in between those 2 months. So Virgo, the 6th house, which is ruled by Virgo, so that earthy energy is going to be important. Career energy is important for you guys this year, okay? We also have Uranus coming up near Capricorn, the O and the P, and January, which is also when Capricorn, that's when Capricorn is. So I forgot if this was on Uranus. I'm pretty sure that landed on Uranus. But anyway, we have some big changes, major shifts, okay, happening especially with career, major shifts with career, with finances, our abundance, our material wealth, our material belongings. Maybe you guys are even going to invest in some certain things this year. Maybe you guys are going to be buying a lot of bigger items that help you out, anything material, okay? So maybe we're even redecorating our home. Maybe we're going through renovations, anything material, anything along the lines of material life, okay? We're also being of service to people, okay? So maybe we're also changing up the way that we were of service to people, because maybe we're of service to people for free, but we're realizing that no, I can no longer give my energy and my time for free. You have value, my love. This is about realizing your value. So maybe now, instead of helping people and always saying yes to helping people for free, we're like, I have to be compensated for my efforts in some way. So now we're changing up the old way of doing things. We're realizing that we need to pay attention to our abundance and our worth, okay? So that's also what I'm seeing over here. Let's see if I'm seeing anything else happening. So Uranus is unexpected changes, okay? So watch out for unexpected changes this year, especially in career and work. Look out for unexpected changes. Also with healing, because Virgo is the healer of the zodiac. Okay, so I'm getting that sort of vibe from this, and yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 2, overall, it looks very good. This looks really good. So this is about getting your butt in gear this year, to find that stability, to find your abundance, to increase your abundance if you already have it, that kind of jazz. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 2. It's also, I just realized you guys also picked pile number 2, and 2 is what keeps coming up for you guys. So that's, oh my God, it's just crazy. So anyway, sending you guys all my love, pile number 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Without further ado, let's hop right into pile number 3. All right, pile number 3, let's get right into it. So here are your oracle cards. So this is going to be the overarching energies for 2021. We have great big love. We have cat of intuition. We also have the heron of reflection. So these are some powerful cards. This great big love over here, we have a 2 and a 6, which equals an 8. So this is all about taking risks, taking chances, that sort of stuff for what makes your heart sing. So the things that make your heart sing. Okay, that's going to be the overarching energy, great big love, opening up your heart, because maybe some of you might be emotionally shut down. Some of you guys might be emotionally unavailable. Some of you guys just might be wanting to expand, to just feel more, express more, bring in more love into 2021, which is going to be exactly what's happening. So great big love. We are bringing in more loving energy towards ourselves. This is self-love. This is all types of love. Love in our family, love in our friendships, romantic love, all the love. We're bringing in, we're calling in. Our heart is singing to bring in more love. Our heart wants to feel more love. Our heart wants to expand this year, okay? So this year, 2021, we're going to be taking risks, taking chances, breaking old barriers. 8s are also ruled by Saturn, right? So this is breaking out of the barrier of the cage, the restriction that we might put on ourselves regarding love. We're opening back up, okay? So if you guys have ever been through anything, this is the year of opening back up, okay? 2021, opening back up. We want to feel good. We want our heart to sing rather than anything else. Okay, so we also have Cat of Intuition. We're getting in touch with our divine feminine when I see this card. We're getting in touch with our deeper gut instincts. Okay, so your gut instincts are going to be so important this year to listen to. So my loves, pile number 3. Gut instincts. It's also interesting you chose pile number 3 because I always read pile number 3 as like kind of like love energy coming in, something to celebrate, things like that. So maybe there's also going to be some like weddings this year that you're going to, or like just something to celebrate in general regarding love. So that could be, I mean, there could be so many different things that fall in line with that. Or there'd just be reasons to celebrate with love. Okay. So Cat, intuition, this year, listen to your gut instincts, what your gut is telling you to do, what your gut is trying to tell you in general, what your heart really wants. Your heart speaks with that intuition, with that gut feeling, what your heart really desires, okay? That's going to be something important to listen to, being able to really relax more, relax into your sensuality. Cats also resemble sensuality, and we associate them with like, there's so many words that we use cat for that also tie into sensual things, which is just so funny. But yeah, so yeah, anyway, this is getting in touch with your deeper creativity, your sensuality. This is like solar plexus energy with all this yellow. So this is about us being able to express, be motivated, and it's our creativity center, right? It's part of our creativity as well as the sacral, but it's also a creative center. It's our it's where we have our divine masculine and feminine energies. So we're tapping into, even if you're male or female, it doesn't matter. All of us have both energies within us, but this year is going to be tapping more into the feminine, more into the intuition, intuitive side. Ooh, almost like lost my voice there for a second. But anyway, Heron, reflection. We're also reflecting based on the past. We're learning from the past. We might be reflecting on some old things, using our intuition to guide us into a better future where our heart can be worn on our sleeve again, where we don't need to worry so much about what we've experienced in the past. We can finally let that go and be the new. We can reflect on that. We can learn from it. We can grow from it. Okay. So 2021 is going to be all about those sorts of kinds of energies. So that's what we have kind of as our overarching energy. And with that being said, let's get into our tarot cards to get some more in-depth information. We're also going to shuffle many more oracles. We're going to do astrodice, all the jazz. So we have the Knight of Wands being reversed. So we might be noticing that maybe we felt a lack of creativity before. 2021 is about turning back on our creative side. Maybe we feel like we've just been kind of doing the same old, same old. It's kind of the same lessons, the same talk. There's nothing, like maybe 2020 was like a year that was a little bit more boring for you. Maybe there wasn't too many exciting things. I know for a lot of people, they can relate to that. So Knight of Wands being reversed is kind of a bit more of that energy. Maybe letting a bit more of the realizing that maybe we get a little bit more hot-headed, a bit easier, just because our buttons are being triggered, because maybe we feel like we're not really moving forward. Okay, so 2021 is all about moving forward again, but the only way to move forward, wearing the heart on the sleeve, using the gut feelings and your intuitive side, listening to your heart about where to go is going to be important guidance in the year of 2020 for you guys, okay? So then we also have Page of Swords. So this is about really thinking. So I think sometimes you guys tend to be a bit more on the logical side rather than the intuitive side. And this year is about kind of marrying them both. Yes, use your logic. It's always important, but also bring in that intuitive side, okay? So that's why the Knight of Wands is reversed, is because we might not be listening to our spiritual intuitive side about what it might be telling us. This creativity, maybe our creative side was a bit shut off. Maybe we felt like we had writer's block. Maybe we felt like we've had this like blockage in our creativity. And so we're kind of like, what do I do logically? I need some ideas. I'm seeking ideas, right? I can tell you why this is because we need to listen to our heart more. We need to listen to that intuition, because the intuition is where the creativity is, because it's the feminine, it's the divine feminine energy. The divine feminine is the intuitive, psychic, creative energy. You think about feminine energy, it can literally create a baby. So this is where creation energy stems from. The intuitive side, the divine feminine, the spiritual opening up, there's no boundaries type of thing. If you think logically, you'll run into blocks and boundaries, because logically is more physical, it's more matter, it's more particle and less wave. And what we know in quantum physics, if you guys are interested in it, we know that when you're more particle, you're more physical. And physical is when you get restrictions, you know? But when you are on your intuitive side, you're more in that dreamlike state where you can move through tables if you want to in the dream world sometimes, if you guys are lucid enough to do that. But you know, like anything can happen in the dream world. The physical limits are no longer there. And that's why a lot of people find themselves being a lot more creative in the dream world. And sometimes we get creative ideas when we're dreaming. So this year, get in touch with the intuition, especially if you felt like a creative block lately. Yes, logic is good sometimes because it helps us create and bring something into the physical, right? Masculine is about taking action in the physical, but we first need that intuitive side that gets creative so we can get these crazy, passionate ideas, and then we can then act on the passion in the physical. So that's how the two of them marry and work together, and that's why both male and female have this energy within, right? So then moving on, we also have the devil being reversed. So sometimes we might notice that, you know, we need to let go of the way we used to talk to ourselves, right? So 2021, yes, we're getting more creative. I can promise you guys by this reading, we're getting more creative. We're also letting go of the things that actually were holding us back. So we're going to realize in 2021 that we might have had certain habits and certain things that held us back, and were actually chaining us to negative thinking patterns or bad habits that kept us from fulfilling what we really wanted to do, okay? So the devil comes up reversed when it wants you to know 2021, you are taking off the veil. You can finally see clear. You are no longer oppressed. You will gain freedom this year. You will gain creative expression this year. You will feel more creative than you have in a long time, okay? So 2021, our creative juices, our creative mind is being unlocked. But it requires bringing in that feminine intuitive side. I'm going to repeat that again because we can't hear it enough throughout this reading, okay? So then we also have the Wheel of Fortune, the Winds of Change. I love this card coming up. Okay, amazing. So the Wheel of Fortune is literally like this Winds of Change card. So this comes in when maybe we had a bit of a dry spell. And I mean that in all the different terms that can be taken in, okay? Maybe we've had a bit of a dry spell. Wheel of Fortune's coming in. We are changing that. Our story is being changed. Instead of going through the karmic stuff that we needed to go through, now's a time of raking in the good karma. Okay, 2021. We are up leveling ourselves. Our vibration is going up. As long as you guys stay away from the negative things, the negative thinking patterns, the negative habits and patterns and things, ooh, we're raking in the good, okay? So that Wheel of Fortune, that is such a good card to be coming up because, wow, you guys are opening up the heart. We're feeling more freedom. We're able to move through life creatively, spiritually. And then we also have this Five of Wands. So we're changing up energies. We are realizing that we need a bit of a change. We can't just be doing the same old as we always used to do. We're ready for different experiences. I think you guys are going to be experiencing a wild amount of new experiences, new hobbies, traveling to new places, maybe if you guys are able to travel. I know some countries are able to travel and some are not, but depending on, you know, where you are, I can see maybe a little bit of like just exploring new things. There could be a new hobby that you guys take up. There could be a new venture that you guys go on. There's somehow just an abundance of new experiences coming in 2021 because Five of Wands signifies new cultures, new friendships that suggest new random things that you've maybe never even tried before. But this card coming upwards is really good because it brings in a brand new energy that we've never experienced before. And maybe we at first look at it like, ooh, I can't do that. I've never done that before. But then, you know, we kind of you know, our friends are like, please just try it. And we're like, okay. And so we try it. And we're like, oh, wait, that was amazing. Can we do it again? When's our next time? When's our next time going, right? I remember when I took one of my friends paddleboarding who's never been paddleboarding before. And she was literally like, holy crap, this is the funnest thing ever. Can we do it all the time? But at first she was like, no, that's scary. How is that even fun? We're just paddling around on a board. It's fun, you guys. So for example, that's one of the examples of like, okay, yep. Maybe trying a new dish at a restaurant can be exciting because we're like, okay, I usually always order the same thing, but then we order something different and we're like, wait a minute. Okay, change of mind. There's something new on the menu that I've fallen in love with, you know? So this is kind of the energy of 2021 for you guys, trying out new experiences, doing new things. And it's because we finally feel like we've taken off the veil of oppression. So maybe there's going to be a part of the year where you guys literally gain more freedom in some type of way, okay? But this looks like it's more like halfway through the year. And by the end of the year, it's like we really are gaining this freedom and this creative energy. And there's just so much more happening. Woo, guys, that sounds real good. Real good. But yeah, it is going to be a bit different. It's not like the same old. It's not like we're returning to normal. This is quite different, but it's bringing in like a good Wheel of Fortune being upright, guys. That's really good, okay? So I'm going to shuffle these cards right here. We're going to get some more information on this pile for you guys. So pile number 3, 2021. Pile 3, 2021. The first card that we have is, whoop, I almost dropped that. Okay, we have regret, all right? So I see this as past energy. Based on everything over here, there could be something where it's like, oh, you know, maybe you used to live in regret. Maybe you used to live in like, oh, this isn't really working out for me. I have writer's block. I have this block. I have that, right? So this card signifies our old energy. But now we're moving into really good karma, really good things. We're raking in. I think even if there's something that you go into 2021 kind of feeling like a little bit of regret for, don't worry. You're not going to hang on to that throughout the whole year at all. In fact, that's absolutely changing around. You're going to see everything in a much brighter way towards the mid to end of the year, all right? There's a blessings coming. We also have a bunch of fallout cards. We're just going to go with them. We're going to take them all. We're just going to go into it. Normally, I don't read when this many cards fall out, but this is 2021, guys. This is a whole year prediction. Let's just take all the information. You know what I mean? So it's also interesting. I looked at my camera and we were at 1313 when I looked at it. So lovely synchronicity. Forgiveness. Ooh, maybe there's something maybe there's something going on with somebody from your past that we need to forgive. Maybe somebody's going to come and forgive us. Maybe we're going to forgive somebody. It's going to be different for all of you, the way that dynamic works out, because it is a general reading. But either way, there's forgiveness happening for some situation that might be still kind of, that you still energetically hold on to, okay? So there's definitely some of that energy coming up. All right. And then we also, oh my gosh, you guys. Look at this next card. We have romance. Look at this. Okay, all right. So some of you guys might be experiencing a new romance this year. Some of you guys. This doesn't always mean a literal romance. This can just be we're finally falling back in love with ourselves. We're having a really good time. We're treating ourselves this year. This can also signify that we get inspired by something new, okay? So there's a lot of creative energy because romantic energy is just creative energy at the end of the day. So this can just be signifying those things. But for some of you guys, there might actually be a blossoming of a new romance. Let's see what else we have. We have daydream, okay? Maybe we're even daydreaming about some romantic things or some sort of creative thing that we're desiring. And so we're bringing in those energies, okay? So, because anytime you really think about something and feel it, you kind of tend to bring in those experiences to you. So some of you guys might be bringing in that type of experience. We also have fear and mystery. So maybe some of you guys fear the unknown. But 2021 is going to be about unveiling the curtain and walking into the mystery, facing your fears. If there's anything that you guys have been scared about or worried about, if you guys have had a hard time facing certain fears, wow, we're facing it. We're facing it and we're offering forgiveness. We're facing it and we're opening up new doorways, okay? And I think that there's going to be, like I said, with this mystery card and this, what I was talking about with Five of Wands earlier, there's going to be so many new things for you to experience in 2021 that you've never experienced before. We're literally walking into the mystery, okay? We're unveiling the curtain. We're coming out of the old room that we used to be in that was always showing us the same old thing, right? We're finally switching the channel. We're watching a new channel, finally. So we're walking into the unknown. We're walking into the mystery. We're gaining new experiences. All right. Now I'm going to shuffle this deck right here. We're going to get some more info from this one. Let's see what comes up for you guys. So pile 3, 2021. All right, got some fallouts. We have get curious over here. Yeah, you guys are going into the unknown. We're getting curious. We're walking into realms that we've never walked into before. Okay, that card just fits in perfectly. I don't even think I need to go in explaining that one because that just, I mean, yeah, we're getting curious about the unknown. We're getting curious about the things that we used to be scared about doing. And we're finally ready to walk into the mystery in 2021. We also have another cat energy coming up. Look, we have cat over here, and we have cat over here. We're walking into that divine feminine, okay? So cats, they live as if they have 9 lives, and they kind of do, okay? So we're almost reclaiming our divine feminine energy, our curiosity, our curious energy. We also have the observer and ancestors. Okay, we're observing a new future, so we're switching the TV channel. We're observing something new. We're also listening to our intuition. This hugely speaks of intuition to me. So listen to your gut instincts this year. And then we have ancestors. Okay. So we're rooting ourselves to something new. We're blossoming this year. Like, yeah, we're connecting to our ancient divine energy. Okay. Now moving on, we're going to shuffle this deck right here. We're going to try to get maybe like 2 cards out of this one. Let's see what comes up. So pile 3, 2021. All right, here's our first one. We have wise leadership over here. So there might be a part of 2021 that calls you to step up and lead, especially when it regards change, because 1 and 4 equals a 5. And yeah, that regards change. So maybe we're stepping up to a leadership position. We realize that maybe nobody's really going to guide us through it. I also think that your angels are here with you. When I look at ancestors, that's like guides and angels and ancestors are here with you through this year, helping you step up and lead. Okay, so that you don't need to wait for somebody else to go forward first. You don't need to wait for somebody to hold your hand anymore. We are stepping up to a leadership position. We have rebirth coming up. Okay, we're bringing a new beginning. Wow, you guys. New beginnings for you guys. All right, and then moving on to our lovely oracle cards that show us amazing motivational messages. We're going to try to get maybe 1, maybe 2 cards out of here. We'll see what comes out, and then we'll go on to our Astro Dice. All right. We have this card right here that says, I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. So if you guys have been experiencing writer's block, if you guys have been experiencing, you know, a lack of knowledge, you don't know what to do, maybe you want clarity, maybe you want to know more, maybe you guys want to unlock more of that intuitive ability. So this year, 2021, is you getting closer to that spiritual side, you getting closer to that intuitive side. And the only way to get closer to it is to practice it, to start practicing it, okay? So we have that one coming up for you guys for our amazing advice cards. And now we're going to bring out the lovely Astro Dice and this new kind of little board that I have for using them on. So excited about this. So just a quick little rundown of how this works over here. We have a bunch of information on this. So depending on where the Astro Dice land on this, it just gives us a deeper insight. So as per usual, we're going to take the zodiac sign Astro Dice. We're going to roll it 3 different times to get the top 3 zodiac signs that'll be in your year of 2021. So depending on where this lands on this board, it's going to give us even extra information. But I do want to point out that, for example, say Scorpio pops up, this could mean somebody with Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising, or it could also be resembling Scorpio season. So these are different energies to look out for, different dates and times as well. So let's see what pops up. It is a general reading, so that's why I like to keep it kind of open to that. So we have Cancer happening right on the yes. So somehow that has some yes significance. Cancer season is a go time. Cancer people with sun, moon, or rising, you know, pay attention to those people, that kind of stuff. Maybe Monday and this kind of quadrants maybe going to be important. So December, January might be important for some Cancerian energy. We have Scorpio coming up right on top of 4 and 5, and this is near the June time as well, also near Gemini and Cancer again. So Scorpio energy popping up, that could be Scorpio season, could be talking about things in this quadrant with Scorpio people. We have Cancer coming up again, so we're going to roll that again. Cancer is obviously going to be a very important energy for you guys, pile number 3, so pay attention. Maybe you guys are a Cancer, sun, moon, or rising, or maybe you know of a Cancer that might play a significant part in your 2021 year. Or again, Cancer season. We have that June, July popping up, so of course that is Cancer season. Okay, and then we also have Pisces coming up, and this is near October. This is also on the letter D and E and kind of by F over there. So Piscean energy might be important. Pisces season as well. October might be something important around some Pisces energy as well. So keep that in mind. Maybe somebody with the letters D, E, or F might be of some sort of importance as well. So pay attention to those 3 zodiac signs this year. We're also going to shuffle these all together and see where they land on this board. We're going to get all the information that we can regarding your guys' 2021. Okay. 8th house right on top of possibly, okay? And then we have Taurus. So this landed right on Taurus, and this is the Libra, and they're actually both ruled by the planet of Venus. Venus talks about our aesthetic, beauty, love, romance. So maybe partnerships are going to be important, but 8th house is about endings and beginnings. So we're ending old partnerships, maybe beginning new partnerships, especially when we are just on the level of communicating with them, because we have Mercury over here. Mercury's popping out. You know, this quadrant seems pretty important. This quadrant seems pretty important for you guys. Okay, so the most important quadrants seem to be April to July and October, November. Alrighty, so yep. So when we have Mercury in Libra in the 8th house, this is us maybe networking through meeting new people, things like that, endings and beginnings around relationships, needing to communicate. Communicating is going to be very important, especially when it deals with standing up for yourself, fairness. Also, equality, also standing up for yourself with, you know, maybe you have a unique way of expressing yourself, okay? So embracing your unique way of expressing yourself is going to be important. Maybe also talking deeper about your feelings with some important people as well. So we're getting really deep on our emotions and digging way deeper than we ever have before and expressing it to some important people as well. So that is what I'm seeing over there. Libra can also deal with, those Venusian qualities of, like, you know, the way that we look, things like that. 8th house is those endings and beginnings, and so, you know, something along the lines of maybe some change in, you know, your style might come about as well, or at least the way that you like to talk, maybe your communication style, maybe the way that you communicate with people is going to be quite different in the year of 2021, because maybe we are realizing that we want to be a bit more fair, we want to be able to express ourselves with more freedom, to be able to get deeper with people as well. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 3. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. And without further ado, let's hop right into pile number 4. All right, pile number 3. Here was what we got for you guys for your oracle cards, which is the overall energy happening for you guys in the year of 2021. Then we're going to get into your tarot. There's so many other things that we're going to get into, but this is going to be your overarching energies. We have Spirit of Gratitude over here. That's a beautiful card. We have Wishing Upon, or Wish Upon a Star. That is a magical card. So 2021, there's some magic happening for you guys in 2021. Okay, pile number 4. Then we also have the waterfall of cleansing. We're getting rid of some old stuff. Our aura maybe is holding on to some ish that we need to let go of. Oh, and man, 2021 is going to allow us to heal and cleanse. Maybe I even got the word in my head, retreat. So some of you guys might even be going on a retreat to kind of get rid of this. Maybe it's like a staycation. Maybe it's a real actual retreat. Maybe it's a spiritual retreat. Anything along the lines of that. I don't know. I just had that come in my head when I was looking at this waterfall cleansing. Maybe you guys are just going to even go on a little solo trip by yourself, something along the lines of that. Because yeah, this waterfall card's definitely giving me those vibes for some reason. For some of you guys, might not be for all of you, but I'm definitely hearing that for some of you guys. And then we also have peacock of assimilation. So we are putting together the pieces of the puzzle. We're finally understanding why certain things happen to us. We're getting closure for certain things. We are completing cycles. We are allowing ourselves to shine our light. Whereas maybe I'm getting kind of a feeling that some of you guys maybe had somebody shut down your light in the previous while. And 2021 is finally you guys being able to blossom again and finally being able to show your colors again. Finally being able to come out of your shell again, things like that. I think some of you guys might have gone through a repressive time where somebody kind of like maybe made you feel like you weren't as worthy as you really are. So that's what I'm seeing for some of you guys. We're going to get deeper into this though. Okay, so spirit of gratitude. There's going to be some things to be grateful for in 2021. So what I want you guys to know, pile number 4, there are some good blessings coming your way that you are going to be able to feel grateful for it. I see your guys awakening your third eye and crown chakra when I look at this card, spiritual awakenings when we have 4 and 3. And when I say spiritual awakenings, I'm feeling a really positive spiritual awakening, not one of those ones that we're feeling like we're like going through the darkest times. I don't see that. I think that you guys have already been through that. This is more of that spiritual awakening of when we're done the hard part and we get, the gifts, the beauty of it afterwards, things like that. Spirit of gratitude, okay? There's going to be things to really be grateful for in 2021. We're going to find out more about what that is too. And so then we have wish upon a star. Okay, so there's magic surrounding you guys. And I mean, there's magic surrounding you guys always, okay? But I really think that you're being surrounded by your guides and angels right now, and they're really wanting you to wish for something. So even take a moment, pause the video if you guys have the time to do that, and make a wish, because look at this. It's literally telling you wish upon a star right now, okay? Make an important wish right now for your year of 2021. Just take a moment. Okay, let's gain that clarity. Even if you don't know what it is that you want right now, make the intention that you're going to make an important wish sometime soon, okay? Something that you want. Make as many wishes as you want, baby, but make one important one, okay? So with keeping that in mind, this right here equals a number 3. There's going to be blessings, celebrations. There's going to be important people coming into your life this year as well. So take a moment, take those wishes, heal that self within. Know that you are deserving, you are worthy of whatever it is that you want. It is not greedy to want something, my love. So just know that, okay? Wish upon a star. We're getting blessings this year. Some of our wishes are absolutely coming to fruition this year, okay? So keep that in mind. And then, yeah, we kind of talked about this waterfall cleansing a bit. I really think that you guys are letting go of something from the past that might have been hurtful, some energy that we might still be holding on to. We're getting that washed away this year, okay? So we're having help. I think that there's, guides, angels, even somebody very important coming into your life that's going to help you as well when I see this card, okay? So cleansing. We're cleansing some of the old stuff. And then we also have assimilation, like I said, with this peacock. You guys are coming to life. I also think with this assimilation, we're putting together the pieces of the puzzle. We're realizing why we've been through some of this ish before. That's being made clear to us this year. Okay, so we're gaining clarity, waterfall cleansing, clarity, right? We're gaining clarity on why all these things had to happen for us in the past. And we're able to shine our colors because of it. Through that realization of why those things had to happen, think about, you would never be the person you are today without that. You've gained strength, my love. You have beautiful things. I'm getting some powerful energy from this pile, you guys. Oh my gosh. Whew. Okay. Wow. It's time to reshine your colors. It's time to come out of hiding. It's time to finally blossom once again. We are re-blossoming. We're finally allowed, and I mean, you're always allowed. You're allowed whenever to show your colors, but I finally feel like you're feeling it within, like you finally feel the freedom to do that yourself, okay? So with that being said, let's move on to your tarot cards. So over here we have the Queen of Cups being reversed. Okay, so yeah, so this definitely tells me also we are needing that rinse, right? So when you turn a cup upside down, all the liquid comes out. It's a waterfall, it rinses. So we're really needing that cleansing. We're needing that healing. Our emotions might be a little bit topsy-turvy from the previous year. So what I want you guys to know, when I'm talking about these sort of like blah things, I'm not saying 2021 is going to continue that. I'm saying that 2021 is bringing you the blessings of healing from whatever that was, okay? So 2021 is the healing. We're rinsing away the old, okay? We're finding our emotional balance this year. We're finding it again, okay? So that's what I mean by that Queen of Cups. We are rinsing out the old. We're getting rid of the old, okay? And then we have 10 of Pentacles being reversed. So there might be something that we feel like, okay, maybe we feel stripped of some certain things from our past. And now is finally a time where we get to wish for it this year. 2021, we get to wish for it. And trust me, lots of the things that you're wishing for this year will come to fruition. But it's saying that those previous energies were maybe like, we had to deal with a lot before, okay? We might have even lost a lot of things before. 2021, the blessings are coming in. Your guides, your angels, like look at all these little fairy colors in this card, right? Your guides and angels are surrounding you this year. They're helping you get through it. They're bringing you the blessings. Even ask your guides or angels for certain blessings. They're there to help you. They will provide, okay? Ooh, and we have Ace of Cups. Yeah. You guys are definitely going to heal this year. That is for sure. You're going to be able to re-blossom, okay? So just like the peacock blossoming its feathers, you guys are blossoming in your emotions. You're finally going to be able to open back up in your emotions. I think that rainbows are coming in. There's going to be things that happen in your life in 2021 that really allow you to bring in new experiences and blessings that make you feel emotionally good and fulfilled, okay? So maybe we're starting off the year a little bit of this as like a little bit of the same old, same old. We're healing in the beginning of the year, I think. Healing in the beginning of the year. I think around March, April, this is when some stuff's going to start happening. We're going to start getting the color back into our life. I see you guys almost like maybe we're living life in a little bit of a dull way. Maybe 2020 felt like dull. We weren't even like feeling, colors looked blander, food tasted blander, okay? But 2021, this Ace of Cups, wow, color is coming back into your life. It's almost like watching those black and white films over and over again for the past year, and all of a sudden you get a color TV again and you're like, yeah, okay. There's so much more to experience. There's so much more flavor. So 2021, so much more flavor. Make those wishes because I really see those are kind of being quite granted to you this year. So don't waste a dime, okay? Or not necessarily waste a dime. I don't think you need to spend your money on it, but like don't waste your time is what I meant to say. Make those wishes, okay? Then we have Three of Swords. There's things that might have like fallen out of our life from the past. Okay, so this Three of Swords is looking like that past energy. Maybe we're needing to really gain clarity and kind of like go and heal our heart. And maybe some of you guys, Ace of Cups can signify a new romance coming into your life if you guys are looking for that, or it can be a new opportunity, a new emotional beginning. So new emotional beginnings can mean that it's a new romance, or they can mean that we're finally blossoming our current romance, or we are just gaining like a new emotional beginning, okay? So there's somehow this new emotional beginning that is coming out in 2021. Also, sorry, I totally saw a shadow by my door, but I think it was just somebody dropping off a package. So it's fine. But anyway, yes, new emotional beginnings. So could it even be your creativity is coming back to life, your ability to just feel emotions coming back to life, which is so good. Like, look at all the rainbows happening over here. That's so good. Okay, so we're healing from the past. Could be from a new romance coming in. For some of you guys, maybe not all of you guys, but for some of you guys, definitely for sure. This could also signify a new friendship, a deeper connection with a family member, something along the lines of that. But there's someone, I really see this as somebody coming into your life that's new. And again, that could be, like I said, a deep friendship, deep romance, or deeper current relationship that you have with a family member, etc. But somehow it's really good. Just so you guys know, it's not some like just average everyday friend or average everyday romance. This is, oh, it feels good. It's something like we've never experienced before. It's something brand new. We haven't even felt something this good before, okay? Then we also have the Nine of Wands being reversed. We're not even going to be ready for it when it comes. It might even come while you're still healing a little bit, actually. So that's why we have this Three of Swords and then the Nine of Wands being reversed. We're not even going to be ready to open up again, but it's there, okay? The opportunity is definitely there. I really think that this person's going to open you up so much. Oh my gosh. They're literally, you're going to be very grateful for this person. And it's like a wish come true, okay? So this, again, like I said, it could be a friendship, could be a romance. Oh, and then we have Four of Wands. Look at these two people, you guys. This is the friendship or romance that I'm talking about. It's almost like they're one of the same, right? It's almost like they have such a deep bond that they're like sisters almost, okay? So this could be just such a deep bond with, again, like I said, I know I keep repeating myself, but a new romance or a new friend that's coming in. And they're going to help you bring your light to life again. They're going to help you open up that heart again. They're going to help you heal. But I do think they're coming when you least expect it. When you're least prepared for it. But it's okay because they're a blessing, so it's fine. I think that also this person's going to be really inspiring. I also think this person is so expressive. What I'm really feeling from this, they're going to offer you security. They're going to help you feel secure. They're going to help you feel and get back on your feet. This person's really helping you get back on your feet. Could even be a spiritual teacher for some of you guys. But yeah, I'm really feeling this is friendship or romance. I'm feeling it so strong. I'm feeling it so strong, you guys. Again, it is a general reading, so I'm pointing out all the different options. But yeah, general idea, you guys get it so far. But yeah, this is something they offer so much foundation, so much security. I really think that this is such a fun, the energy that I'm getting intuitively from this person is somebody who's fun. They're expressive, they're healed emotionally, and they're gonna really help you bring back the life in you. Oh, it feels so good. Just like thinking about the energy of this, it just feels real nice, okay? So I'm going to before I take these cards, keep going out of order. I'm going to take these cards. Oh, we have one coming out right now. So spy, there could be somebody from your past. So whoever this is that's might have, this person from the past that we're letting go of, the person or thing situation is probably still, they're probably still checking up on you on social media. When we have this card right here, they probably still think about reaching out to you. They probably still look at what you're doing, that kind of stuff. But I really think that you're going to move on real easy this year. But they're definitely still thinking about you, that's for sure. Okay. All right, so we have flirt and we have guarded. Okay, so you're guarded, but I really think that there's going to be someone fun coming into your life. So even if this is a friendship, this is just like someone who's fun. The flirt card would be somebody who has that fun energy, that enticing energy, right? If it's a lover, of course, flirt, that's self-explanatory. And then guarded. So this person's helping us open back up, okay? Let's try to get one more card from these. Spark. This person's going to ignite the life back in you, okay? This friendship or romance is really going to ignite the life back in you. It's going to feel really good. All right, so moving on to our next pile of cards. We're going to shuffle this one right here. We're going to get some more information from this deck. All right, we have, sacred destruction, you guys. So this is like that spiritual healing that we're going through. The past is ending, but it's so sacred. We feel hurt by it at times, but it's meant to be. Sacred destruction. This is so meant to be. It was meant to be a lesson, a karmic lesson for us to learn and grow from. Now we get to go through a relationship that's not so karmic anymore and is just like a spark of light in our lives. Death. So we're going through major transformation this year. This is such a good card. I actually love when the Death card comes up because this signifies major transformation. We're letting go of the old. We're moving into the new. Let's try to get one more card from this deck. Feeling one more here. Speak truth. Okay, this is about being authentic, you guys. Speak truth. No more hiding those feelings. We got to speak it. And I think you're going to feel, I think this card signifies that we're going to feel really comfortable with this person to speak our authentic truth. This person really accepts us for who we are. We feel really safe around them. Okay, now moving on to this deck right here. We're going to try to get maybe 2 cards from this one. Illusion. They're going to really help us see, you know, our truth. They're going to help us see things in the right light. So this person, I think, is almost like a blessing, a spiritual teacher in a way, because they're really going to help us see past our own illusions, from especially around the past, like protective barriers that we've put up, things like that. This person's going to really help us break free from that, to see things really for the way that they are. Instead of holding on to anger, they're going to help you see how it's been such a blessing. Patterns. Wow, okay, we're letting go of patterns. They're helping us see our authenticity, okay? They're helping us break free of the old. All right, so we have a lot to dance and celebrate in that one, because that 1 and 2 equals a 3, and then we have 3 and 4, which is 7. So yeah, spiritual teacher that helps us break past the illusions. Okay, makes total sense. So we're going to try to get maybe 2 of these beautiful advice cards before moving on to our Astro Dice to get some top zodiac signs that are coming in. Okay. All right, we have some that tried to flip over in here, so those will be important to look at. Let's see, we have 1 of them in there. So we have, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. So instead of wanting revenge or anything on your past or anything like that, this is about really, I think 2021 is that healing to where we just want the good for all. Maybe you guys are already like that, but I really think that you're gonna be so healed that I don't think you're gonna have any resentment in your heart. You're not gonna have an ounce of pain in your heart by the end of the year. All right, and here's our other one. We have, ooh, this one looks powerful. I just read like the first 2 words. Okay, so attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation are merely calls for help. Wow, okay, that fits in real well. I don't even think I need to explain that. But yeah, those are calls for help, and someone's answering that call this year, guys. I think someone real important's coming into your life this year, okay? So moving on to our Astro Dice with our brand new platform here. So this has been so much fun to use. I've been using the Astro Dice on it. Depending on where they land, it gives us extra information. Also, I don't know why I placed this sideways. I'm gonna place this upright. There we go. All right, so basically how this works is it gives us extra information depending on where the Astro Dice land. So first off, we're gonna start with our zodiac sign dice to get the top 3 zodiac signs for 2021 for you guys. Depending on where it lands will give us extra information. I want to just let you guys know that, for example, if it lands on Gemini, this can be talking about somebody with a Gemini sun, moon, or rising, or it can also be talking about Gemini season. So just keep that in mind. We have Gemini. Gemini comes up on no over here. So anything in this sort of quadrant might be of significance, okay? So even these dates up here. Libra's coming up, so yeah, April looks like it's a pretty powerful month. Air signs look like they're pretty powerful. Okay, so Gemini, Libra, so that could be Libra season, Gemini, Libra people. Gemini's coming up again, so Gemini is going to be a big one for you guys, pile number 4. Gemini is huge in your guys' 2021. So Gemini season, Gemini people. Sagittarius, season and people is also going to be important. Sun, moon, or rising, and season, okay? It's also coming up again by this. So I think some really important dates for you guys is around April. I think April is going to be a significant month. And didn't I mention something significant around April for you guys? I can't remember if that was for you guys or in a different pile, but might have been for a different pile. I can't really remember, but yes, April is going to possibly be an important month for you guys, and that Gemini, Libra, Sag energy. So let's go ahead and take all the astro dice together now. Let's try to get some more information on this year for you guys. 7th house, which is the ruler of Libra, is coming up between August and September. We have Capricorn over here by the September-October energy. We have Neptune coming up by possibly and yes, okay? So daydreaming, big time daydreaming, especially around relationships, around people, kind of overcoming the past. Capricorn is like resilient, okay? So this is building up your resilience and your strength, being practical but yet dreamy. So, you know, sometimes maybe you guys have a hard time between making your dreams a reality, but this year's about making dreams physical reality, especially regarding friendships and relationships and important people in your life. I think that people coming into your life are going to be like a dream come true. That's kind of what I'm seeing over here. Okay. And this is also us noticing, you know, Neptune is like rose colored glasses, right? So this is us also seeing things for what it really is. We're breaking the illusion, okay? We're breaking the illusion of our past and stuff like that. We're seeing it for what it really is. There's also some magic in there. Like Neptune's very magical, just so you guys know. So just so you guys know, it's interesting that Capricorn lands on no and that Neptune lands on possibly and yes. So dreams are a reality, and what you used to think reality is a no. So if you used to think that, oh, this isn't possible for me, this is a restriction, it's saying, no, baby, that's not a restriction. Possibility? Yes. Dream world? Yes. Okay? Especially when it comes to people and relationships. So that's an interesting message. Take that as you will. So yes, somebody new. I really feel like this is somebody new. This is not somebody coming in from your past. Somebody from your past is, yes, still thinking about you. But just so you guys know, I want to clarify for some of you guys watching this new person, this new romance, this new friendship, I don't think you know this person. I really do not think you know this person. It could even be a family member for some of you guys, in which case you do know them. But if it's not a family member, this is somebody you do not know previously. I really feel that strongly, okay? So that is the message I'm getting for you guys, pile number 4. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below. I'm also getting a really quick message for you guys. Oop, take it back. We're gonna talk about one more thing. 4 of Wands can sometimes indicate moving, okay? So change, moving. Let me see if there's anything else that reiterates that really quickly. Yeah, new beginnings, okay? Guarded can talk about home life. Some of you guys might be moving. Okay, I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that for some of you guys. Yeah, I don't know. I just got that message really quickly. So I also need to quickly say about pile number 4. It is a number 4, and we're talking about foundations and home and security, which is what number 4 is. And we had the 4 of Wands in that pile. So I do just want to quickly point out that, yep, okay, possibly like a new foundation, new home life. So possibly moving for you guys, especially since you're attracted to pile number 4, because that numerology is all about our foundation. We had the 4 of Wands. So yes, possibly, actually most definitely, I would say you guys are probably going to move. Most of you guys are going to move to a new home, a new place. And yes, the pile of security and making a new foundation. Okay, so just wanted to quickly say that for you guys. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Oh, and also, without further ado, let's do our transition into pile number 5. All right, so pile number 5, you guys picked the wild number, because pile number 5, I do want to point out for you guys, that is such a wild and free number. And then we have a 5 coming up over here on our first oracle card, because we have this 1 and 4, which numerologically adds up to a 5. And with 5s, this is We're letting out our wild and free energy. And we have this, our first oracle card literally says beautiful uncaging. We're unlocking the cage. We are letting our authenticity shine. We're no longer shy. We're no longer insecure. I see your guys' confidence raising a ton this year. I almost see this as like, if you guys were ever shy, or if you guys were ever like, you know, whatever that you guys were before, I really think that you are gaining a new sense of freedom this year. And you are no longer going to hold yourself back from saying certain things. I'm really picking up on this wildling type of energy, this kind of energy that's like, I do what I want, I say what I want. We're unlocking more of that, okay? So this beautiful uncaging, we're unlocking more of our real selves. We don't care about the judgments as much from other people anymore. We don't really care what other people think of us, okay? So that's kind of what I'm seeing from this pile. So we're doing that beautiful uncaging. We're finding the lock and key to the things that we've always wanted, and we're unlocking our heart. This beautiful uncaging, you guys, that card looks so beautiful. And then we also have a divine matrix. So we're heading into the matrix. We have number 44 supporting us this year. So the number 44 is just a magical number. This does deal with business pursuits. It deals with our foundations. It deals with our security. And since we're entering the divine matrix with the number 44 as supporting it, this is kind of promising, especially in terms of business or career, finances, things like that. So we're entering the divine matrix. So just so you guys know, this is basically like the quantum field. So you guys get to take the red pill or the blue pill. You can keep doing the same old, or you can move on to the brand freaking new, okay? So consciousness awakening, lots of good energy, okay, with that divine matrix card. So yeah, great stuff. It's almost like jumping into like a ultimate potential reality where it's like you have a blank canvas, you can paint whatever you want. So, ooh, and then we have the lotus of opening. Yeah, beautiful uncaging and opening, you guys. That's some big stuff. You guys are opening up your heart. You're opening up you're opening up your soul. If you've ever wondered about who you are, you're finding that this year. I really feel this energy of like you're finding who you are, at least personality-wise. Maybe you're still trying to discover what it is that you exactly want to do, but I also think that a lot of you guys, if you do not know what that is yet, a lot of you guys watching this pile who picked this pile are going to be discovering what it is and what you're meant for this year. Lots of you guys. If you already know what that is, then perfect. You're just opening into that even more, okay? So lotus, opening. We are really, we're discovering more of ourselves. We're letting more of our light shine. We are honestly getting more energy, more light, more high vibe. And then we also have this firefly of brilliance. Ooh. Guys, you're finding your brilliant nature. You're finding that beauty within yourself that is just so unmatchable. I mean, everyone on this planet has unmatchable beauty, but we just need to realize it, right? We need to tap into that. So you guys are really tapping into that this year. You're tapping into your light. If you think about a firefly, they're like beautiful lights. They literally create their own light. So this year, I think you guys are going to be opening like a lotus to create your own light. You don't need anyone else by you, baby. You're unlocking your own inner confidence. You don't need support from anybody. You do it all on your own because you already found your support within yourself, right? With that magic number 44, we found that support within ourselves. So firefly, our brilliant light is opening up and shining this year. So, ooh, those are some good cards. Okay, so moving on into your tarot cards, we have lots more oracle cards beyond this that we're going to be shuffling, and astro dice for zodiac signs and stuff, all sorts of jazz. So let's get right into this. Four of Swords. Okay, so if you guys have felt things were slow in the past and things were maybe on hold, maybe on pause, maybe we're contemplating so much. If you guys have felt that you were more in that contemplation state, 2021 I think is going to be a massive shift, especially mentally. If we felt mentally like we need to rest so much, 2021, we're gaining our light, okay? If you guys have felt like insomnia even, it's like, okay, no, we're finding our light through that. We're realizing we're getting downloads in that time. We're getting brilliant ideas. You're an idea master. When I see this card, this Four of Swords, ideas are going to be flowing to you and things like that, especially when you're quiet and when you're alone. I don't see you guys are going to be quiet and alone too much this year, but this Four of Swords is just kind of giving me this idea that you're going to have a lot of ideas flowing to you this year. And then we also have the Two of Swords. So anything that used to block yourself off, when you used to block your heart, When you used to block some of your light because you didn't want to offend people. You didn't want, to offend people with all that you are. You don't want anyone to dislike you, We're getting past that this year. Ooh, baby. If you've ever been a people pleaser because, you want people to like you, so you end up going above and beyond or out of your way to make sure that they're comfortable, things like that. This year, we're finally kind of letting go of the need to be that way. And we're realizing that, I just want to be me at the end of the day. And if you don't like it, then fine. And if you do, cool. Then I guess we can keep talking. But if you don't like me, then never mind. I don't want to waste my time with you anyway. So I think that this year we're gaining a lot more of those boundaries and a lot more of that self-respect. So yes, we are uncaging our heart. We're allowing our true colors to shine rather than repressing it to try to relate to other people more. Nah, we're being ourselves. We're being our real light. We're letting people see who we really are this year. Okay, so I really think that that's going to be a huge, massive shift for you guys. Ooh, and then we have the Fool. That's confirmation right there. So the Fool is we are taking on a new journey. We're taking on a new chance. We're starting a new chapter, really. It's almost like going through a bit of that rebirth. We're taking a chance. We maybe haven't even tried opening up before in this type of way, but it's a brand new world to explore, to see how people now react to you, to see what these new changes in your persona are going to bring you, because I think you guys are ready for change. You guys are ready to go out there. You guys are ready to explore something new and create something new. So yeah, I definitely see that happening for you guys this year, but in a very wildling free type of way, because the Fool card is so much like this beautiful uncaging card that we have in this opening, because it's I'm just going to be me. And even if I'm perceived as weird, even if I'm perceived as whatever, I don't really care, because I'm just going to be me. So that's a beautiful card. I love seeing that in this reading, okay? So amazing stuff so far. Love it. Ooh, and then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So some of you guys might even be taking a new career venture or learning something new, because the Eight of Pentacles can talk about learning, making a hobby a real job that's actually paying off, or going to school for something, taking some courses, taking some classes, things like that. But we are learning some more, but I think this is a new form of learning, because when it comes up next to the Fool, this is something maybe we haven't explored before. It's a new hobby. It's a new idea that we have. We're finally opening up to the idea that, maybe I'm going to take this chance, because maybe we've had some big dreams that we're scared to chase because they might not feel very practical. But the Fool, they don't mind not being practical. In fact, they're kind of the opposite of practical. The Fool is somebody who's I'm willing to take the chances, and I don't care if I look like a fool, So 2021 is the year of I don't really care if I look like the Fool. I don't care if people perceive me as the Fool. I'm just going to keep doing me. I'm also going to quickly change my battery, because I'm noticing on the screen right there, it is about to die. All right, we changed the battery. We now have full battery. So yes, I do see this kind of new venture, something we're really inspired to learn something new that expands us into new ways, because I think you guys are going to feel very expansive this year. We're getting out of those cages. We're getting out of those things. And the expansive energy is coming in. We want some change, we want something a little different coming into our life. So I really think you guys are taking up a new hobby. And then the next two cards, this is very interesting. We have the Two of Wands and then the Two of Pentacles. You guys literally stole all of the two energy from the tarot cards. We have the Two of Swords, Two of Wands, and Two of Pentacles. So this is going to be all about planning. This year is going to be heavily about deciding what it is that you want to do, which is very interesting, because I was kind of picking up on that energy via our oracle cards, because I was saying, it seems like you guys are kind of finally realizing and deciding what it is and who you want to be. You're finally discovering your divine purpose, and the Two energy really supports that heavily. So I think that you guys are it's a massive seeking year, finding who you are type of year in 2021, and we're finally reaching on those. We're dawning on those ideas. You guys might be back and forth between a few different ones for a little while, but I do see you guys starting this new learning journey. And it's almost like you guys are finally letting yourself dream as well with this Two of Wands. You're finally letting yourself think about ideas that might be out of the box a little bit. Because that Two of Wands is we have the world at the palm of our hands, and what do we want to do with it, right? We maybe haven't been in this position before where we felt like we had every single option in front of us, because maybe we used to think small, but this year is we're going to think big. We're thinking big. We're uncaging ourselves. We're opening up to the possibility. We're not restricting ourselves anymore. We're not saying oh, that's impossible for me. I can't do it. No, 2021 is the year of okay, if anything was possible for me, what would I choose? And let's choose that and let's go for it. Let's just go for it. Let's pretend it is possible for me. And then it will be, you know, really, truly, things that you can dream of are possible. We just need to find the ways. We need to be open to the idea that we can find ways. I'm sure the first person who thought of like building a flying airplane was looked at like, huh? You want to build a what? What? You know? And also if you think about where this world has begun from, right? This world is just like water, earth, fire, and air. Those are all elements that we're surrounded by. And then there's, you know, other elements that we can find by digging up different minerals that have combined together to create crystals or metals or liquids and things like that. And somehow our smart little minds, whatever we've dreamed of, we've been able to take the material from this earth and create cell phones that have touch screens. We can call anyone from across the world. There's so much possibility. I can't believe how we've taken something like literally walking on the sand on the beach, and there's certain elements in the water, there's this, there's that. We've somehow taken these things from our primitive time and somehow developed to where we are now. Like, what in the world? We create light, we create this, we create, like, there's so many things. It's just, it's wild, it's dandy. So just so you know, anything's possible. Whatever you want to dream of, you can somehow create it as long as you're open and you're crazy enough to think about the fact that it is possible. Because guess what? It's always those people with the craziest ideas that end up creating the craziest of things that people would have never fathomed of. So I really feel like this sort of energy from you guys, like, yeah, let's learn some stuff, because like, wow, you guys definitely have that energy, that curiosity, right? And this is the year where you finally are taking the cage off of yourself and you're like, you know what? Let's think outside of the box a little bit, because trust me, the person who invented like touchscreen stuff, or the person who invented being able to call somebody from thousands of miles away, the person who invented flying, I'm sure that everyone looked crazy at that person before, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure everyone was like, eh. I was just reading about Carnivorous, what's his name? Not Carnivorous, what's his name? I can't remember his name, it starts with a C, but this guy was the guy that suggested that maybe the earth revolves around the sun as well as the other planets, rather than everything else revolving around us. And everyone was like, huh? No, that's not what's written in the Bible. That makes no sense. He was literally known as like a heretic and got banned from his country for saying that. But then now we know that that's actually true. And it's like, okay, that guy was actually really intelligent. And he thought of this by reading some like esoteric books. And people were like, nah, bro, that's not what's written in the Bible. It's like everything else revolves around us. And then they were like, oh, wait a minute. I think this guy might be onto something, you know? So I know I'm going on a tangent right now. Sorry if some of you guys don't want to wait around for that, but I'm just saying, you guys have this energy. You guys have this rebelistic, thinking outside of the box energy. And I think 2021 is that year where you guys finally are open to exploring it. And by exploring it, you guys get to find out where it is that you belong, and you're literally unlocking more of your future by doing this. So with that being said, let's go into our further tarot cards for you guys for this year of 2021. It looks like, you know, a very unlocking, big change around type of year for you guys. So let's see, by shuffling these cards, what comes up. So don't mind your weirdness. Don't mind thinking outside of the box, you guys. That's your gift, in fact. All right, we have, ooh, look it, we got support. So don't worry, you guys, you're not gonna be like Carnivorous or whatever his name is. I cannot think of it right now. But you guys are gonna have support, so don't worry. You guys have support. At least the universe is here supporting you, okay? So at least this is the universe saying, I'm here, baby, I'm supporting you. Whatever it is that you wanna do, let's go for it, let's do it. I also think that you're gonna have friends and family members that are probably gonna be supporting you as well. Okay, so this is we have a 4 energy over here. We have this 44, so literally we got a lot of support energy happening for you guys for 2021. All right, so let's see. Let's get some more cards from this pile. So pile number 5, 2021. We also have, ooh, security. So that's another one that deals with like 4 magic, right? So security. you guys are going to be safe. I think you guys are going to be supported. I think if you guys need loans of any kind this year, I think that's going to be available to you. If you guys need financial help this year, that's going to be available to you. Or maybe it's just that you guys are, this is confirmation that you guys are going to be able to take care of yourself this year. You guys, you have what it takes. The security is on its way. As long as you ask for it from the universe and you go, universe, okay, like I need a way to do this. I need some support here. I really think that it's going to bring you the opportunities for that to come your way. And maybe you guys already have enough finances and you don't need to worry about it anyway. But for those of you that do, because again, it's a general reading, so there's going to be all different types of walks of life of people watching this specific one. So I'm trying to point out all the different options that I'm seeing over here for you guys. But yes, security and support. I think that you guys are going to be okay this year when it comes to finances and things like that. I think that there's going to be ways for you to work things out, all right? Hope, okay, so this is, yeah, just have hope. That's all we need this year. We need some hope, okay? I know that can kind of sound light and fluffy sometimes. It's like, oh, of course, like all we need is hope, right? No, really, like, guys, we have it coming up. We also have another number 4. So if that's not confirmation for you guys right here, we have a 3 and a 1, which equals a 4 numerologically again. We have that coming up again. We have so much 4 energy. We literally have 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. There's 4s popping up everywhere, all over this, okay? So, yeah, okay. Just as long as you believe, as long as you have that hope, it will come for you, okay? I know it sounds light and fluffy, but I promise you, okay? Fun. Okay, there we go. Fun. Just enjoy yourself, my love. Enjoy it. I'm feeling some good energies from that. So 39 together, that would equal a 3 all in all. So this is about fun, celebrating, able to enjoy yourself as long as you're having fun and not worrying, because that worrying energy creates that lack mentality, which makes things harder for us to do and attain. But when you're having fun, that is that creative, abundant, into the universal field type of energy where we get to create. All right. And then moving on to this right here, we're going to get some more information on this for you guys. So let's see what comes up. Also, definitely just saw someone drop off mail for me and they like threw it at my door, which is like really weird. And I saw that from sitting over here. That was very rude of that delivery person to just throw the boxes. I literally saw them throw. That was very unkind. But anyway, moving on to this pile right here. We're going to get some more information for you guys. All right, so we have speak truth and we have love right here. All right, so this is the year, this has been coming up for a lot of people, this card. That's so interesting. So speak truth, this is about being authentic, about who we really are. Lotus opening up, and we have love. These two, I'm actually gonna put these two next to each other because these almost are looking like the same message. So there might be some opportunity for some deeper love coming into your life if you guys are single. Or this can be finding what your heart really loves, okay? So it can also be signifying that. And I think that for most of you, it's gonna signify finding what your heart really loves. Maybe you guys are already in a loving relationship, so that part doesn't really matter. For some of you guys, there could be that opportunity as well. There could be a love interest in 2021 for some of you guys. Okay, so with that being said, moving on to this deck right here, we're gonna shuffle this and get some more info. All right, so we have truth. So lots of this speak truth kind of energy coming up for a lot of people in 2021. Just be your authentic self this year, my loves, because that's coming up for like everyone so far. It's just this like message that's reiterating this like speak truth sort of energy. Maybe this is also finding your authentic truth, who you really are, right? Your own truth. And then we also have ambition. Ooh, you guys are going on an ambitious journey in 2021. We're following our ambition. We're following those desires. We're like, okay, I'm not going to sit back anymore. I'm going to do it. We also have master number 11 when we add these two right here. So this is about us maybe mastering a certain craft. Maybe you're going to really desire mastering something. And 11 also deals with wanting to help people with our craft. Okay. And then moving on to this deck right here, we're going to get some of these wonderful, beautiful advice cards before moving on to our zodiac signs with our Astro Dice. All right, so we get 2 coming out right now. Let's go with it. Okay. So this right here says, the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So if you guys are confused about what it is that you want to do, or you're seeking out more creativity, stuff like that, the moment that you realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. So if you have any questions about what am I for, like who am I really, da 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 da, the moment you align with love, so maybe this is why the love card is coming up, aligning with that love within, opening up to feeling more of yourself and what you feel on the inside, is going to guide you and give you clear direction, okay? And then we have this, I see the word love in here. So this one here says, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So you'll always be guided back to where you really belong, where you really should be. So as long as you're having fun and you're in the alignment of the feeling of love, because your destiny, your purpose, more experiences of loving, good, aligned experiences exist when you feel aligned, when you feel in love, right? And so the more that we embrace those experiences is the more clarity that we get, and the more we get aligned to more of those experiences, right? So yeah. And with that being said, let's move on to our Astro Dice. I've been loving using this new board that I got. Basically, I roll the Astro Dice on here. We get some extra information. It's been so fun to be using. So we're gonna go with our regular, always zodiac sign dice for the first 3 rolls to get the top 3 zodiac signs that are gonna be in your life during 2021. This can also be talking about seasons as well. So if Capricorn comes up, this could be talking about Capricorn people with sun, moon, or rising in Capricorn, or it can be talking about Capricorn season as an important time or event type of thing. So with that being said, depending on where it lands on this board, will hopefully give us some extra information. So let's roll it 3 times. Let's see what comes up. All right, so we get Gemini. Gemini's jumping towards this January, February time. So this could be Gemini season, Gemini people. January, February is probably going to be an important time of the year for you guys. We have Scorpio landing on Thursday, kind of in this sort of quadrant over here. So Scorpio season, Scorpio, maybe, Thursdays in Scorpio season are going to be important. Or maybe we might be meeting a Scorpio person during a Thursday time. So keep that in mind as well. Gemini, Scorpio, and Aquarius as our last one, jumping towards March and April. So I think the beginning of the year is going to be very important. The first half of the year, it seems to always be wanting to roll to this first half of the year. So that's going to be an important time. Again, people with sun, moon, or rising in those signs or those seasons as well will be important. And yeah, so Gemini is also, we have even the zodiac signs that came up are kind of the first half of the year. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll all of our dice together to get some more information. And any last messages for pile number 5? Always rolling to this side of the board. Again, first half of the year is going to be very important for you guys. We have Scorpio coming up again. We have the 2nd house. So Scorpio coming up near June. Also again, near that Thursday time, right? Because that's in that same quadrant. And then we have, number 2 coming up during Thursday and Piscean time, which is interesting because, that makes sense because Pisces is located over there, obviously, because that's Pisces season. But yeah, so 2nd house, and then we also have Jupiter, which is actually ruled by Pisces, which is interesting. So Jupiter, we're expanding into more creativity. We are learning how to make more abundance via our expansion. So this is, so whenever Jupiter is in the 2nd house, we are getting random sums of money, random increases in money. So Jupiter in Scorpio in the 2nd. This can deal, with random unexpected events leading to more money, more abundance, more security. Interesting. Let's think of anything else that we can have over here. Our creativity, anything that we want to do creatively this year that has our passions backing it. So any action that we take via our passions, via love, what we love to do, is going to be very prosperous. Expanding in these ways, expanding in our creativity, expanding in our deeper soul, expanding in, finances are going to be good this year, especially in the first half. I think that we're going to notice a lot of those things coming in. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 5. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me. Hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already. And without further ado, let's hop right into pile number 6. All right, so my last pile number 6. Let's get right into your guys' 2021 prediction. So we're going to start off with these oracle cards. Then we have tarot cards. We have so many more oracle cards. Then we have some astro dice. So many different things to get through. So let's get right into your guys' 2021. So look at our first card right here. We have healing the heart. So if you guys have ever been through anything where you guys are going through some healing, or if you guys recently just went through some healing, this is just confirmation for that. This number 5 energy is like some random unexpected things that are coming up that help us heal further from maybe our past, maybe some past traumas that we've been through, family relationships, romantic partnerships, friendships that we've had that have maybe caused us some grief or pain in the past. 2021, I think you guys are heading into that with lots of just unexpected things that are happening to you that help you feel so much more healed and so much better, okay? So healing the heart is a really good one coming up. And then we also do have the moon of receptivity. This is us getting in touch with our deeper emotions. Wow, you guys, oh my goodness. Moon rules our emotions. And healing the heart is, of course, our emotional states as well. So this is some powerful stuff. Moon, I think that your psychic intuition is rising, it's heightening. I also really see you guys on this massive spiritual journey this year. I don't know, I'm really getting that for you guys when I look at this moon card. I really think that you guys are going to get more in touch with like doing things like yoga, doing things like taking up deeper spiritual practices. Maybe you guys are learning deeper spiritual stuff this year. Maybe you guys are attracted to the occult and esoteric stuff, okay? So this receptivity, you guys are awakening your inner intuition guidance. Maybe you guys have already been doing this for a long time even, and maybe it's just, implementing it further. Maybe it's just confirmation that you guys chose the right pile, right? Things like that. So lots of different messages coming up with that one. We're also listening to our emotions a lot more. We can really see things for what they are. Even when people don't tell us different things, I think your intuition is so heightened this year with this receptivity card. I think that you're like a human lie detector. You can really feel when people are being authentic versus when they're not. I feel like you can see the truth behind many situations this year. Not that I'm not reading that you guys are going to necessarily need to do that, but yeah, I think that you guys are really, your intuition is probably going to be on point this year, okay? And then we also do have this B of accomplishment. Ooh, so some big things. If you guys set out to do any big things this year, I really think with this accomplishment card, it is confirmation that those things, I think, are going to come to a really good fruition as long as we continue to pollinate them, as long as we continue to provide energy and effort towards them. You think about a bee, it's a worker bee. You guys might be working really hard this year. You guys might be really busy this year. Busy bee, right? And then bees, they go around pollinating. So whatever goals that you have, as long as you're putting energy towards that, I see that in 2021, you're going to be putting a lot of energy and effort towards your goals. So yes, worker bee, we're getting it on, okay? So yes, you guys, busy year, but we are making our dreams possible, right? We're bringing them into the realm of possibility. So with that being said, let's get into the tarot cards that we have for you guys. We have the 7 of Wands being reversed. So some of you guys might need to stop taking so many obligations, stop taking so many plans. Okay, we had a kind of similar message for one of the other piles, but you guys have a more spiritual sense behind this one. But yes, 7 of Wands, we're busy. We got a lot of obligations. There's probably people that want our attention, that want our time, and we're kind of like, no. You know what? I'm actually really getting this very interesting message. What I'm getting from the 7 of Wands is that you guys are wanting to be more solo this year. You guys are wanting to have a bit more alone time, a bit more me time. You guys are really wanting to work towards your goals this year, but there might be a lot of friends who are disappointed because they want your time, they want your energy, and you're gonna have to be like, no, sister, like, I don't want that right now. So, I'm definitely getting that sort of vibe from the 7 of Wands with this moon energy. I really think that you guys are gonna be so inspired to just spend more time working on yourself and working on your own. And I think that you guys have big goals in mind. And I don't think you don't want to spend all your time doing all these other obligations that you feel like you have to. So I think you're going to be saying no to a lot of people this year, okay? It's the vibe I'm getting. You're saying no to oh my, but then look at what we have next. We have the Lovers next. So, okay, I think that there's going to be a few people that you do really like to spend your time with, but the other people, it's just going to be kind of like, no. When there's like new people that come into your life that really want to spend time with you, I think that you're just going to be like, I just don't have time for it, sorry. But like there's going to be certain people in your life that I think mean a lot to you, that are really important, that you're going to be spending your time with. There could also be a new person coming into your life as well when you have the Lovers, but we're going to see based on the other cards that come up what exactly that this is pointing towards. But with the healing the heart and the Lovers, we might be healing an old relationship with somebody. We might be getting clarity on it. We might be getting more information on it as well. Some things might be revealed this year from a past relationship. I also think that there's potential for somebody new to come in, but we're going to get some more information on that. This can also be just making really good partnerships via friendships, business partnerships, things like that. But we'll see with the next few cards. I also want to say that this is a general reading, so this could actually be slightly different for all of you. So some of you guys, this will be an important business partnership. Some of you guys, this will be an important friendship. Some of you guys, this will be, maybe a current romantic partnership that you have, or for some of you guys it could be a new one coming in. So I do want to point that out. It might be different for all of you because this is a general reading at the end of the day, but yes, those types of energies. Oh my goodness. And then we have the Magician. That is literally my favorite card in the deck, so that is some good energy. Let's just talk about that for a second. So the Magician, you guys, there's some magic accompanying this year, just so you guys know. Especially if you guys like the esoteric and the occult, this is like us having a higher level of learning when we have the Magician coming in. This is us realizing that we have all that it takes. We have all the resources to make our dreams come true. And I think that that's why we're working so hard, is because we know we have what we need to do this. And Spirit is also wanting you guys to know that, trust me, you have all that it takes. Don't feel like you cannot do something this year, because you have everything that it takes to make your dreams come true. So with that being said, let's look at our next two cards. We have the Page of Pentacles, okay? And then we have the Five of Swords. All right, so if you ever feel like you're not in a financially good place, trust me, you actually still have all that it takes. You don't need the best of the best to get it done. You don't need you really have all that it takes on your own. We don't need... And sometimes you guys might deny extra help because you're like, I know how to do it better on my own. But I do see that you guys might get some help from somebody important. So there could be someone that's close to you that ends up really helping you through some certain things that you're wanting to accomplish. We're also healing the heart from something from the past, okay? So this right here, maybe we are, this is people coming at us with like, you promised me this and you promised me that, and where's this? Why haven't we done this yet? Da 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 da. You might be dealing with some people some obligations that you really cannot fulfill. Okay, that's what I'm seeing with this Page of Pentacles and this Five of Swords. There's some certain obligations that you just cannot fulfill. There might be certain friends that are coming at you like, I haven't seen you in the last 2 months. Like, when are we going to hang out? Do you even like me anymore? And they might kind of take it personal. Whereas, I'm really getting this vibe that it's not personal. It's not like you dislike these people. It's just that you have so much on your plate that you want and desire to do this year that it might just be like you just don't have the time. Really, we're just lacking the time. We're lacking the resource to do it. It also might be that you guys feel like you have just so many obligations that are kind of like, sometimes we feel like, oh my God, how do I burn out all these different fires, right? So this year, yes, busy, but the Magician comes in to let us know that we do have all that it takes. We have all the resources around us. There could be somebody near and dear to you that is more than willing to help you out with certain tasks that you guys need to get done. So just so you guys know, I do think that there's an important business friendship or regular friendship or even romantic partnership that is just absolutely willing to help you out. So yes, we are sometimes feeling bombarded. I think that, there might be some people that get upset this year, because I really think that, again, I just want to reiterate, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just such a powerful energy that sometimes I end up wanting to say it again and again. But you guys are going to be so busy this year, like literally busy bee, that, some people might take it personally. But yeah, this year is about just saying yes to you. It's about saying yes to you. And, you know, sometimes people have hurt feelings that we need to clarify with them. Like, don't take it personally. This is just, I got a lot on my plate that I want to do, and I want to do it. I think that you guys are going to be really inspired about it too, okay? We have literally the Lovers and the Magician. I think you guys are going to be really inspired about whatever it is that you have going on, whatever it is that you want to chase, your spiritual journey, your career journey, whatever it is. You guys are really inspired by it, and you guys want to continue it, okay? So there might be some people that, yeah, like I said, some hurt feelings because you're too busy. But anyway, we're going to shuffle this deck right here. We're going to get some more information on this reading for you guys. Confusion is coming up. So sometimes we might feel clouded because we have so many obligations, we have so many things going on that sometimes we will lack a little bit of clarity this year. But I really think, you know, as long as we accept that help and we realize our true magic and the fact that we have what it takes, I really think that, you know, this year is going to be just fine. You don't have to worry too much. This year is going to be just fine. I also think that you guys are going to be pondering a lot. Like, how do I do this? How do I create this? You know, I think you're going to have a lot of ideas, but the how-to might be confusing to you guys this year. But it's just about sitting back and relaxing, brainstorming. I see you guys brainstorming a lot of different things about how to make your ideas a reality. There also could be some mixed signals or confusion around a past relationship that we're seeking clarity on, okay? And we're going to get the clarity because we have this Moon card, okay? We're going to get the clarity, but we might have to use our intuition a little bit and kind of dig in and really ask those questions, really confront somebody, because the Seven of Wands and Five of Swords is confronting somebody. So yeah, if we're confused about a past thing, I think we're really going to have to confront someone about it. And really dig into them and use our intuition, be like, no, I really feel like this happened. So you wanna really like cough up the truth right now, you know? So there might be something along the lines of that we need to confront. All right, we got quite a few fallouts, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna do it. Wow, we got rejection. So maybe we're, hold on, my phone is ringing. Mercury is calling me. Okay, interesting. No idea what that is, but alrighty. Okay, so rejection. Also, Mercury calling me right now could be a sign for you guys, because literally some company called Mercury called me. I don't know what that is. Like, I have no idea what that is. Never even heard of it before, but interesting that happened. So it could mean that communications can be very important for you guys, because Mercury deals with communication, right? And then we have this rejection card. So maybe there's something in the past where maybe there was this falling out with somebody. Maybe we felt rejected. Maybe we felt like, why did you do this to me? You know, there's some rejection energy. We're gaining clarity on it this year. We're confronting somebody about it. We're getting kind of hot-headed. We're really putting somebody on the spot this year. Maybe even somebody's putting ourselves on the spot this year. You know, it could go either way, right? General reading. Could go either way. Regardless of that, though, there is still going to be a fun energy. We do have this fun card right here. So all in all, I don't think you're going to have to worry about this too long. I don't think this is going to be so long drawn that it's a problem. I do think also this year is going to be very fun. We have the Lovers, we have the Magician, we have fun, like, okay? Interesting. We also have the codependency card. So we are realizing that we still might be tied to somebody from the past. And we might be tied to them because we still have this confusion that we need clarity on. We need closure on it. And then we have security. So this is something that's going to help us feel better. It's going to help us feel like we have a better foundation to rely on. Also, our security is probably going to feel a lot better this year as well in 2021. I think you guys are working towards feeling more secure, more independence, more confidence as well. So moving further into this, we're going to shuffle this deck right here. We're going to get some more information for you guys. Let's see what we get here. Perfect. We get 2 fallouts. Let's see what we get. We have the Alchemist and we have Movement. Ooh, so we're taking Lead, we're turning it into gold. We're taking base metals, we're taking base lessons, we're taking blah, and we're turning it into pure gold. We're turning it into knowledge, we're turning it into enlightenment. So this is when we take basic lessons, basic everyday kind of stuff, we turn it into something that enlightens us, it teaches us, right? That's the alchemist. We're even taking, we have everything that it takes to create what we want, right? So the alchemist also is able to take basic things and create it into gold. I was thinking about this film that was made recently where they were given a budget of like $7,000 and then they made $2 million from it. There's like a famous film for that. So that's kind of like you guys this year, not saying that it's the exact same scenario, but that's kind of like a really good example of taking like basic stuff and turning it into gold. Okay, so this year is about you guys taking the old basic lessons that you learned through this karmic relationship and realizing the beauty and the lessons that it gave you, okay? And then we also have movement, so some, turning base things into gold. We're moving up, we're raising our vibration, we're, this new egg, we're nurturing ourselves this year, we're able to move past. So if you guys have felt stuck to something, 2021, we are finally moving forward. Oh, we get that freedom. We're finally moving again. We're no longer stuck. We're no longer chained. We're no longer tied to our past. We're no longer a victim of the past. We are moving forward, okay? And we've turned those lessons into pure gold. Therefore, there's no more victim mentality because we feel good about it. Okay, I want to shuffle this deck one more time, get maybe one more card out of it. Perfect. We got looks like we got 2 here. That's perfect. We have get creative. So it's going to be a very creative year. I think that as you guys get past this old, as you guys let go of the old, I really think that you're getting blessings and gifts. I always look at this card as a gift. I don't know why. It's just like this. It looks like a stork bringing a flower. And so I always take it as like a gift from the universe, a gift from your guides. Getting creative, okay? So we're going to have a lot of support. Then we also have strength. Wow, we have gained so much strength from our past. We have learned so many different things. This is such a good card coming up. But we're really gonna have to face a lot because this killer whale, think about it, we're really gonna have to put somebody on the spot, okay? In order to sort something out. In order for us to move forward, get that movement back, okay? And then we're also gonna shuffle this deck. We're gonna get some cards out of here, maybe 2, I'm thinking. We have ambition, so we're chasing after our ambitions, our goals, things like that. This card wants to come out a lot. I think it came out for one other pile in this time. We have so many cards here. It's so funny when we get cards coming up that are the same sometimes. It's just crazy. So let's see what else we get here. Creative spark. Wow, you guys. So yeah, we have the get creative card right here and creative spark. Okay, so I really think you guys are going to do something maybe creative, artsy. There's something that I think you guys are wanting to do. We have this 3 and the 8, which equals a master number 11. We're learning new things. We have this 8 over here. We're taking risks and chances. Yeah, we have a lot of this kind of similar message throughout the board of 2021. So the overall arcing energies for the collective this year is about, moving to a more mastery level. We're moving to that 5D, baby. We're... yeah, lots of good things. And number 5 over here, you guys are really shifting your energy, okay? There's a lot of shifts happening. 38 and 38 is very interesting. So your ability to be able to put somebody on the spot this year to really get out the truth in order to get clarity on something is going to heavily influence your ambition this year, because I think that this has been holding you back, specifically this past thing, whatever it is, has been holding your creativity back. It's been holding your ambition back. So we really need to confront this year. We need to confront in order to get clarity to let go of the past, and that'll allow us to really move forward into our beautiful future. So with that being said, we're going to shuffle this last deck. We're going to try to get maybe 1 or 2 cards out of this one. So these are just beautiful advice cards. Then we're going to move on to our Astro Dice to get the zodiac signs of the year, okay? All right, so we have, I am the loving energy of the universe. The universe wants you to know that it is on your side. It's got your back. Please do not worry about anything this year, because the loving energy of the universe, it's literally saying right now. So I hope you guys feel warm and cozy right now, because anything that you're feeling, I am the loving energy of the universe. It is surrounding you, okay? So it wants you to feel love, Oof, I'm feeling it strong, okay? So let's maybe try to get just one more. Oh, the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need, okay? The universe knows what you need, so trust in the universe that it'll bring you exactly what is absolutely best for you. So trust it. If certain situations come up that feel hard, this is to teach you something. This is the alchemist. It's giving you the iron. We have to iron things out, literally. We're turning like iron and lead into gold, right? Things like that, base metals into gold. So we need to iron some things out in order to receive the gold, in order to receive the gift. So the key to prayer is to forget what you think that you need. Forget what you think that you need, and the universe will provide the best thing for you, because sometimes the best thing for you, we don't even know what the best thing for us is. Sometimes we think that we know, but trust me, sometimes there's even better waiting for us. So with that being said, let's move on to our Astro Dice. I have this new really cool board that I've been using with the Astro Dice. It has been so much fun because we get extra information. So wherever we roll these dice, it tells us a bit of extra stuff based on where they land. So we're gonna start off with the zodiac sign dice. We're gonna get the top 3 zodiac signs that will be in your life in 2021. This can also be talking about important seasons as well. So Aquarius can represent Aquarius season, or somebody with Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising. So with that being said, let's go ahead and roll it on here and see what we get. Cancer, and it's coming up right on Scorpio. So Scorpio and Cancer season or people will play an important role for you guys in 2020. Sagittarius is pointing toward August, so that's lots of fire type of energy around that time. So fire sign people, Sagittarius season, Sag, stuff like that. And Virgo. So Virgo happens in August, which is kind of interesting. We have Virgo coming up. So July, it seems like this sort of quadrant of the year is going to be quite important for you guys. All right, so around Scorpio all the way back into like the end of Cancer and the end of Scorpio is going to be some important months for you guys. We also have the Virgo season, things like that. Actually all the way to Sagittarius, because we had Sagittarius coming up as well. So yeah, from the beginning of July to the mid of December, I think is going to be important times of the year for you guys. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and roll the Astro Dice all together to get any last information. Also, those zodiac signs that we landed on are going to be of some major importance for you guys as well, most likely. So let's see what else we get from these. All right, Monday, Taurus, Cancer, and North Node. And then we have the 10th house. 10th house deals with our career, also our public image, things like that, our ability to climb to our goals. This is also like literally if I had to put worker bee in a astrological house, it would be in the 10th house. So that fits in really well. So Taurus, we also have to learn when we need to relax as well when we have Taurus coming up. So Taurus, or North Node in Taurus in the 10th, I should say. Yeah, North Node in Taurus in the 10th house. We are moving more towards financial freedom and abundance. We're moving more towards feeling comfortable in our workplace, having a comfortable, so you guys that might also be working towards working from home if you don't already, some of you guys. Your destiny probably involves working from home, most of you, because Taurus in the 10th house, that is definitely like a work from home type of vibe, right? So North Node is our destiny, what we're moving towards. It being in Cancer as well, the comfort of our home. Cancer literally is the 4th house of home. So wow, I wouldn't be surprised if you guys start working from home this year if you haven't already, or just a continuation of that. And yeah, that is what I'm seeing there for you guys. So Mondays might be important. Beginning of the week is somehow important for you guys. Cancerian at-home energy is important, moving more towards that, okay? Adding more comforts into your work, being able to wear pajamas while working. So that's definitely like a working from home type of vibe if you ask me. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Pile number 6. Hope you guys enjoyed this reading. If you haven't, or if you do, please hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.